We are live.
Oh, we're live. Okay. And hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hobart Brickies versus Andrean 59ers. I am William Hall. I am here with
Kevin Ray.
And I'm Luke Wyman.
How you doing today, fellas?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm excited for a good football game.
I'm doing all right as well. I'm a little bit tired because I just came from a practice, but I think Hobart's going to have a really good game today.
All right, so I know we're already starting out talking about Hobart. You know, in the chat, you guys can participate as well, as always. But what do you think the score is going to be today, guys?
You can go first.
All right, I'll go first. So I think I can't really see a high-scoring game with Hobart and Andrean's struggle against Maryville, so I can only assume they're both going to have a more defensive game this week, my bad. And also, interesting thing, Hobart and Andrean both with one loss, both to Maryville.
I honestly think quite the opposite. I think Hobart and Andrean offenses are going to go nuts against each other. It's going to be a high-scoring game, and I think it's going to be 35-43 Hobart.
Okay. Now, as viewers know and you two know, I am very conservative, very balanced, so I am going to say neither offense or defense is going to be a big factor. It's going to come down to takeaways and special teams. I mean, that's what ended up hurting Andrean last year when going against his Hobart Bricky squad. You know, then again, that squad went to semi-state and all that. But, you know, I really do think it's going to come down to special teams and just keeping control of that ball and not giving up any takeaways. But as far as score, I do not think it's going to be as high as what Luke says. I think it will be 21-17 Hobart.
I will give my score prediction. I will also pick Hobart, but I will go a touchdown each higher than you with 28-24.
All right. And as we open up here, we would like to make an apology. The School City of Hobart and the Hobart High School Radio and TV class would like to correct an error that occurred Friday, September 3rd, during the broadcast of the varsity game between Hobart and Griffith. Our broadcast team inaccurately stated that the Griffith Panthers ended up testing positive with a good amount of their players as being a reason for having a smaller roster. It was irresponsible of us to make a statement that was not based on research facts, particularly due to the climate of today and the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, we would like to offer our sincerest apology for this error and for any hardship it may have created. The Griffith Athletic Department has done an admirable job at navigating the unknown circumstances of this pandemic and even delayed the start of sports out of an abundance of caution. At no time that we are aware of has there been any stoppage of participation at Griffith due to a positive test within athletics and any mention of a completely false test. So, that is a statement that the radio and TV broadcast is putting out. We are sincerely sorry to the Hobart School Foundation on that mistake. There was some false, inaccurate research, and that mistake will not be made again. But on a brighter note, we are going to recap a little bit of what the 2 weeks that we have been gone from you viewers outside of here, what you guys have missed. So Hobart ended up going out to Culver, put a mollywomping on Culver, I would have to say.
Yeah.
Did a very nice job with that. And last week, that Lowell game was actually canceled.
Yeah.
You know, there was some caution there. But all in all, we're back here in football this week. I know Andrean. I know last week, I believe they played Highland. They did very well as well. So we're going to have to see what the factors are going to be this year with just defense and offense as they're progressing throughout the weeks.
So for those of you watching at home, if any of you guys don't know, this is actually Hobart's homecoming game. And rumor has it that the tickets for this game have actually been sold out. Looking forward to the support.
Yeah, as we can see, it's not obviously a packed house due to the social distancing precautions, but as packed as it can get. It's full as it will be.
Oh, yeah. There are tons of excitement out here in the stands. plenty of people talking about what's going to go on this year. You know, this is faithfully, you know, this Nicky Flesher senior game. You know, he had left Hobart back in 9th or 8th grade. I think it was 9th grade. Had left and went into a Catholic school in order to get into Andrean, and actually left behind Hobart and all his friends because he believed he was going to have a better opportunity over at Andrean. Today, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the day that we find out whether he made the right decision or not.
Bricky's currently running off the field in
Headed
preparation
into the
for
locker
the
rooms.
game.
So for you viewers watching at home, we currently have about 22 minutes left until kickoff.
So, for the viewers at home, how many viewers do we have right now?
Around 50. We have 48 viewers.
Awesome.
Any
You know,
score
go ahead,
predictions?
let us know what you guys are doing, how you're doing. Hopefully you're safe and healthy. Go ahead and give us some score predictions, and we'll see if you are correct at the end of this game.
Are there any score predictions yet, actually?
We have none.
None?
All right.
All right.
We'll go ahead and feed up that chat. Keep us busy, as always. If you guys have any questions about other games around the region, any games in the state of Indiana, we can figure it out for you. If you would like, we will do our best. But as always, no guarantees. So we see Andrean still warming up over on the far end of the field. Do we have any chat activity?
We do actually have some chat activity. From Kathy Webb, she says, I live in Vegas. I am looking for a win from the Brickies, 17-7.
17-7, all right. Well, thank you, Miss Webb. Thank you from tuning in all the way from Vegas. That is quite far away.
Definitely quite a distance.
Oh, yeah. I know last broadcast we had a gentleman from the graduating class of 2019 that actually was viewing from Syria. He is deployed out there. Thank you to all the veterans and armed forces that are watching, and hope you guys are safe. We have you on our minds all the time. So both teams right now, both in the locker room, getting ready for this game to start. We got about 20 minutes till that happens.
So my question is, you're Coach Osika here. You're coming off a big win against
Culver.
Culver, yeah. And what are you telling them right now? What is your game plan right here?
You know, obviously I'm not Coach Osika. I'm not nearly the height nor the size of the gentleman, but I would have to say what I'm thinking here is we dominated last year. There's no reason that we cannot dominate this year. You know, we need to make sure that the run game's working, pass game is working, and the defense, as always, needs to show up.
If I was Osika, I would tell my team, Okay, we played very well against Culver, but Andrean and Culver are not the same team. Andrean is much better than Culver, so you have to keep your guard up and you can't let down at all.
And what are you thinking?
Well, I'm definitely setting up the run game early, getting that push, trying to kind of grind down that Andrean defense, try to get them tired early, and try to just build upon that. It's always a good place to start.
There you go.
So just for a quick reference, the oldest graduating class we had last time we were on air was, I believe, 73. Does that
Oh, wow.
sound familiar?
Around there.
We just got a chat. His name is Nicholas Furless. I apologize if I butcher that. He's from the class of 65.
Wow.
Nice.
Shout out to the class of 65. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. Let us know who you think is going to win, Brickies or the 59ers. I'm going to go ahead and make an assumption that you're going to think the Brickies are going to win. So what do you think that score is going to be? Let us know.
Well, speaking of letting you know, there's a Brickie class of 2013. His guess of the score is going to be Brickies 37, 59ers 27.
Wow. You said 57?
37.
37.
Heavy faith in the kickers. That's a lot of field.
yeah.
That's a lot of field goals.
You know, we will have to see. We have to see. So we're going to go ahead and put out this little trivia question that will be answered at halftime. Please do not put out the answer if you know it. Who is the player that graduated from Hobart and played on the 72 Dolphins? Let us know in the chat. If you have a correct assumption, we will look at that assumption. We won't tell you if you're right or not until halftime, but doesn't mean you can't make an assumption. Let us know.
And for those wondering what the specific importance of those 72 Dolphins, they are the only NFL team ever to go undefeated throughout a season, including the Super Bowl.
Weren't the I believe it was the 08 Patriots, weren't they undefeated as well?
The 2007 Patriots went undefeated until the Super Bowl, where they
Until
lost
the
to
Super
the
Bowl.
Giants.
Okay.
Yes,
The helmet catch by David Tyree.
yes, you know, my faithful Giants, they did end up taking out that streak.
You're a Giants fan.
Yes.
I did not know that. That is very new to me.
I'm sorry.
So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the sponsors here real quick. We have Eloso Construction. Thank you so much for, just supporting us, helping us out with everything that we need. We have the Fuller Commercial Photography. Thank you for setting up a lot of the camera equipment and assisting with that. And, of course, the School City of Hobart. Thank you all. If you guys would like to be a part of that, please send us a message on the social media. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, obviously, and I believe Twitter. You can find us all on those social media platforms. Please let us know if you would like to contribute and be a part of those sponsors. And I do believe the band is coming out. I can hear them.
Too.
I can hear them through my earphones, that is. Very loud. And we see the band starting to come out. Just amazing what they are doing here at Hobart with all of the extracurriculars that we offer and all the amazing opportunities that we have as well for the students.
A great band program at the Hobart High School.
it. But it's not real movie. It's always 50 degrees.
Do we have any chat activity over there?
We do have actually, let me see. We don't have a score prediction, but we do have a, I guess you would call it a prediction. E-Dog says, offensive line is either going to make or break this game. Go Brickies.
You know what? That is always crucial for any football team. You know, they always say quarterbacks is the most important position. I would like to say false to that. You will not have a quarterback unless you have an offensive line.
Really depends on the system, though, I would have to argue.
Well,
Though you definitely do need an offensive line.
Well, then we don't have to argue. Offensive line is always needed.
He's bigger than Craig. Yeah. You ever seen him snap a football? Does he play center? Yeah. When he snaps those throws? He was there in practice when he was us on our or on a coaching staff. He was down there snapping football for some of the kids. And he was snapping them harder than they could throw him forward to. You know, and right where they're supposed to be. Yeah. Well, he played, what was it, 5 years, 6 years in the NFL? I don't know. Very well. What is it that he played like 5 years?
And here comes the band. We're going to go ahead and transition over there so you can listen to the great music by our Hobart band.
Officials and display behaviors that everyone can be proud of. We appreciate your efforts to cheer for and support your team and refrain from negative behavior toward the opposing team or the officials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of Hobart Marching Band, led by Drum Major Ellie Bradford and under the direction of Mr. Brandon Dinkins and Mrs. Lauren Takel as they perform the Hobart Fight Song. The colors tonight are presented by members of the Hobart High School JROTC Color Guard under the guidance of First Sergeant Leo Marshall. Member names are Olivia Garcia, David Brasher Harding, Samantha Patterson, Ethan Cox, Paige Portowitz, Charlize Sotero, and Greg Bell. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Marching Band. Officials for tonight's contest are Claude Holofield, Michael Clay, Mark Lash, Nathan Marciniak, and Bob Meyer.
Hey lads, we're gonna make some good calls tonight.
And here come your Hobart Brickies coming over the hill. As you see, the Brickies leading by number 1, the little man. And here come your Hobart Brickies. And the Brickies will be going to prayer.
Today's game is being broadcast by the Region Sports Network on the internet at regionsports.com and facebook.com/Region Sports. Fans can go to the site after the game to watch an on-demand replay of the broadcast.
And Andrean has just made their entrance.
Hobart wearing those new alternate yellow jerseys. Looking kind of nice on them, if I say so myself.
You know, this might be a not so popular opinion, but I am not the biggest fan of the yellows.
Really?
I'm just used to the big purple and the yellow accents. I don't know about this all yellow.
I like
Well, you
them.
never know. It might grow up on me.
Maybe. I think they're sharp. I like vibrance. I like colors, so I
Okay.
think it's a nice little touch.
You like loud. You like
Yes.
being loud.
Yes.
Okay. And do we have any chat activity?
Not that I can see, other than a little school reunion.
Oh, nice, nice.
Wash your hands and watch your distance. Thank you.
And we have roughly a minute and a half until this game is going to get started. We're going to see the captains come out to the middle, and we're going to see who's going to get the ball, who's going to receive, and where they are going.
You know the people who receive and get the ball are the same people.
Yes, I do. The people who kick don't matter.
There you go.
Yeah, come on now. Nah, I'm just playing. No, everybody matters, of course.
All right, captains are Riley Johnston and I believe Bobby Babcock
Yes, that is true.
for Hobart. And do you have the roster for Andrean? Tell us. who
I believe
their
that's
captains are.
Andrean and Patrick Walsh, not Patrick Walsh. Mr. Walsh. I'll just say Mr. Walsh. I know that's his last name.
Then Bobby gets the ball right away. And
Did you guys know that Gail Sayers passed away just a couple days ago?
Yes, he did.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, fairies.
Kansas comment. Oh, perfect.
Awesome. I was just given a roster. I will tell you who that secondary captain was in just a moment.
Someone just beat up.
Ryan Walsh. It was Ryan Walsh. I'm sorry. Sorry for that, Mr. Walsh, after you watch this game tonight.
Someone just beat out class of 65. We have class of 58.
Oh, wow. Class of 58, thank you. Thank you for being here, viewing this live stream. And please be safe, please be healthy, and enjoy the game.
Number 7, Nick Jankovic, set to kick.
So we're going to see the Hobart Brickies getting ready to kick here to the Andrean 59ers. And the kick is off.
Fielded at about
Oh,
the 10.
and
No,
it is a muff.
bobbled.
Oh, let's see if the Brickies can bring
Still
him
on
down.
his
He's
feet.
still running around. And he's going to be brought down.
About the 27 by Turley, it appeared.
Tackled by number 47, Tyler Truman.
That is confirmed.
Pretty solid gain off of the kickoff after what looks like a pretty rocky start.
Ball is 77-yard line. First down, 59ers.
We are going to be having some technical difficulties here for a short second.
First and 10 at about the 26. No, the 27. 59ers in shotgun formation. Handoff right up the middle and is stuffed by Smith and Pickett
By number 59.
for about a loss of one, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It appears he got back. That Bricky's run defense is monstrous, forcing multiple turnovers in our last home game
Yes.
against Griffith, multiple fumbles. Just a machine.
All right, now the clock and distance is down and ready to go.
about second
We see
and
a
10.
motion coming over to the right. It's going to be a handoff.
No, it's
but
a
it is
fake.
an option.
No.
Going right up the middle. That looks to be down right about the 29. That would be a 3rd and 8.
Not a bad quarterback designed run there. Just didn't get quite the yardage you looked for. Once again, Hobart filling the hole.
No, but obviously it did fake us out up here.
And it did.
Yeah, got me.
Didn't get me.
I was watching this. I don't have a very good view of the field, so
Oh, yeah.
I was following
Yeah.
the cameras.
Yeah, our monitor is right in your face, ain't it? So the Brickies come to their first 3rd down situation. Let's see how this defense is really going to hold up against the Andrean 59ers.
Yeah, here's probably their first passing situation.
Yes, you do see 4 out. There looks to be a flag.
Possibly a false start on the Andrean. Not exactly confirmed.
Oh,
Yes,
but
it
it is
is.
an Andrean. And it will be a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to set them back right on the 24.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Big mental mistake. This is definitely a passing situation if I ever seen one.
Yes, indeed.
You have 2 wideouts to the left, 2 wideouts to the right, single back formation. You're definitely going to see a drop back here. As we said, going to the left, going to be some tight defense.
Appears
Nice
to be
job.
short.
It will be short, I believe, but very nice job with the defense.
Comes up about 4th and 2 at the 35. Here's an interesting part. Andrean and Hobart, pretty much a heated rivalry always.
Oh, yes.
Do you think they go for it here? I mean, get a lot. It
It-
would be a huge momentum swing,
It is 4th and 2.
and they are in.
It looks
look,
like they are going for it.
Yeah, they are in a wildcat position.
Possible another passing. Oh, no, it's going to be a
it's a
pooch
punt.
kick. And they're just going to let that roll.
A great Andrean bounce there,
Continues to roll.
all the way inside the 10-yard line,
Right to
down
the
to the 9. Definitely almost faked out the Brickies into thinking they were going for it there. Had it lined up in what appeared to be a wildcat position with no quarterback, but just got a great punt and a great roll. Hobart from their own 9, they will take over. 1st and 10.
Well, we just seen what we might see a little bit more of tonight. A pooch kick.
Certainly in the backfield with Johnston.
And Drain certainly got
Back
some
to
tricks up their
pass.
sleeves.
A long
Oh,
pass
big
to
pass.
Food, wide open.
Oh,
Just overthrew him.
Pass falls incomplete. Send it for both. Second down.
Great play call to start it off. Definitely could tell the Vogt had his corner beat. Just a little bit thrown.
It will be 2nd and 10 on the 9-yard line as the Brickies come out.
Enslin now in the backfield with Johnston.
We see stacked wide receivers out wide. 2 backs. And this
And
will
off
be a
Enslin,
run.
and he is space.
Big run. Big run. He has plenty of room. There's nobody in front of him.
All daylight.
Can he make it? Can he make it? That'll be a touchdown. That will be a touchdown for the Hobart Brickies.
91-yard touchdown run by Mark Enslin. What a play. Untouched. 91 yards. What a way to open the game for the Brickies.
Fantastic run by Mark Enslin.
Exactly how you want to open the game.
So we come here for the kick. Kick is up. And it seems to be good, yes.
A huge play to open the offense up for Hobart. Just what do you do if you're Andrean now? First play, you almost give up a touchdown, just a slight overthrow to Bode. And then the second play, you give up a 91-yard rushing touchdown.
Yep.
If I was Andrean, what I would do, I got to tell my team, you guys got to wake up. This game isn't going to be any walk in the park. You got to know what's going to be coming towards you.
Absolutely not. And while we have some time right now, we're going to go ahead and look at our sponsors. Thank you to Eloso Construction for our webcams and the assistance with some donations. Thank you to the Fuller Commercial Photography for assistance with cameras as well. And thank you to the School City of Hobart for letting us do this great broadcast.
It'll be Jankovic to kick once again for the kickoff. Probably looking to have a little bit better of a result on the kickoff this time. Not a bad one from last, but definitely can be improved on.
And that's a great start for the Hobart Brickies. A little bit of a pooch kick.
A little short, down to the 20 and picked up. And will be stopped at a... Oh, the ball
there's
is
a
loose!
ball!
Brickies say they have it. And it is waved dead by the referees. They say Andrean will hold on to possession.
And that was a close one, almost for the Brickies. And it looks like they will be marking it right at the 26.
1st and 10.
Well, that is 2 kicks from Hobart and 2 drops from the Andrean.
Yeah, they did. They had a muff on the first kickoff, and this time just seemed to lose control of the ball on the way down to the ground. Must have hit the ground first.
But whatever the case may be, it is now Andrean's ball.
Indeed. Another design run for the quarterback, getting space, and brought down at about the 37. My bad. That'll be a first down Andrean. Not a bad quarterback design run there. Hobart's got to watch out for that, as they've done it twice now. They must have some wheels on that quarterback.
First down, 59ers.
Single set back in the shotgun.
Looks to be a tight end and a wide receiver on the left and 2 wideouts on the right. Looks to be an option given right up the middle. Oh, but Hobart is not going to let that happen. He will be stopped right by a yard past the line of scrimmage.
About 2. Mark him down at about the 39-yard line of Andrean. Right on the hash.
That will be 2nd and 8 if I am not mistaken.
You are correct. Another double wide receiver on the right. Single setback.
It looks like it dropped back for a pass.
In route. Curl. Stopped at about, once again, the 50 this time.
Flags
Gain of
are on the
about-
field, though.
Yes, there are flags.
Penalty flags are down.
Let's see what will be made of this. There was a lot of calling for holding. Yep, on Andrean, that will be holding. That will be giving Hobart a very nice break.
Yeah, definitely. And also setting Andrean with a much less manageable field second down with 2nd and 18. Probably going to make it a passing down for sure then. So try to get it within range of a shorter
Let's see where they
third
mark
down.
it. They mark him right at the 19.
Second and long.
Oh, 20-yard penalty? I've never heard of a 20-yard penalty. It's now 2nd and 28.
No, 2nd and 18, bud.
No, it's 28.
It says 2nd and 28 on the scoreboard.
Wow.
I am very confused.
Yeah, that's a little confusing.
Interesting call by the referees.
Indeed. But we're just going to let it play.
Another pass.
that will be intercepted.
Taken all the way back to the 15-yard line, and another flag on the field.
Another flag, but he will be brought down right about the 14.
Flag seemed to have come after the play. Let's see what it is. Actually, ball will be placed at the 14. Correction.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm correcting myself as well.
Well, thank you.
Ref's discussing the penalty.
Looks like he came to talk to the Hobart coach. Targeting, going to Andrean. That will be pushing them back even more, I think.
But the question is on what player? Because I don't know the rules necessarily in high
I have
school.
never really seen a targeting in Hobart, not Hobart, high school play.
Yeah, in college, it's a automatic ejection of the player who committed the penalty. And
Wow.
Interesting.
It looks like they'll be placing them right on what seems to be the 7.
Half the distance to the goal. Another flag.
What is going on?
Perhaps an unsportsmanlike conduct?
What is happening here?
The officials are going to discuss with the Andrean head coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the chat if you have ever seen a targeting call in high school football. I've never really seen it in high school football. I've only seen it in college. And sadly, we have seen it a little bit more than frequent in the NFL this past weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, good news for the Hobart Brickies, not so good news for the Andrean 59ers.
Yeah, another thing is targeting more in normal situations with targeting, you review the play to confirm the ruling, but there's no instant replay here. So it's definitely a questionable call. And that other flag that was thrown is being picked up. So Hobart will take over 1st and goal on the 7. Definitely favorable position for them. Turley in the backfield.
I would almost assume that this is going to be a run. And it looks
And
like
it
that
is.
indeed. He's going to be pushed right into the middle. Not much gain on that.
Maybe got to the 6 or the 5.
They're going to mark him at the 5 with forward progress.
Forward progress will bring him to the 5-yard line. Walsh on the tackle.
We definitely saw that one coming. Hobart loves to run that football. And when you see them in the eye, it's almost guaranteed they're doing it.
Indeed. Well, I'll tell you, let's see what this Bricky squad is going to do trying to get this in. They do have 3 wide
thing.
receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and a single back.
The running
There's gonna
back,
be a boot
Enslin,
out to the
outside.
right. Throw to Vode. I think that's going to be marking him right about the 2.
Yes, it seems the ref has them at the 2-yard line.
3 yards. Ball at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Seems to somewhat miss Enslin open in the end zone, but I was a little interested. Enslin was lined up as a receiver, normally plays running back.
Can't read the numbers.
Yes.
So that'll be 3rd and goal from the 2. Brickies once again lining up in what appears to be the I formation with Turley in the backfield.
So we'll see what Hobart does here on the 2-yard line. They need to punch this in. It's going to be a run given to Turley. He's going to be marked right at the 1.
Just short. Maybe even the half-yard line.
That's what it looks to be.
Brings up a choice for Hobart. Do you take your 3 points or do you go for it here?
I believe they're going to go for it. They are not bringing out the kicker. As you can hear beside me, you hear the crowd rumbling.
Though the kicker is already on the field, he does play wide receiver.
He
He
is.
is actually running off the field right now. They are going for it here.
Well, currently it's a great effort by the Andrean D-line holding Hobart to this stop.
Well, here's the thing. Even if you don't get this touchdown, you have them on the 1-yard
Yeah,
line and you can
exactly.
get a safety. Let's see, gives a handoff. I
Plunge
believe
up
that's
the
a
middle, and
touchdown.
that is a touchdown.
I believe he's in. He is in. That is a touchdown to Hobart.
Plunged right up the middle as we thought it would be.
That touchdown was given to
Tyler Turley.
Tyler Turley. I keep on forgetting. You know, it always reminds me of Ryan Turley, his dad.
Hobart has scored 2 touchdowns in a little under 7 minutes. That is insane. A great explosive start for this offense.
You know, I would have to agree with you. This Hobart offense is doing fantastic, and the defense is also performing as they need to.
Yeah, especially with that pick earlier.
And that's a nice high kick. That is good.
And like you said earlier, you said the special teams and most likely the turnover game.
You
That
know
will
what?
be huge for Hobart, has always been huge for Hobart.
You know what? I don't want to make any assumptions, but I might know a thing or two about football.
The Hobart defense, like I was saying, relies on those turnovers, forces those turnovers so often, and it can just destroy an opposing team's morale and game plan when they just can't hold on to the football.
Absolutely. But going back to what we had discussed earlier, a targeting call
Yeah.
in high school football.
And again, like I said, there's no review for it to confirm the call.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an interesting call. I have never seen it in a high school game. You said you've never seen it.
No, I've
It's-
only seen it in college and, like I said, NFL.
It's definitely an interesting call. Could
But-
be huge to the game, too.
100% definitely.
Also a 20-yard penalty.
Yeah, that was a little bit interesting as well.
So we might have a bit of clarification actually from that. They're saying that before the interception on that 20-yard penalty, they were saying it was marked at the spot of the spot of the foul.
Okay.
So that's why they had brought it back so far.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
That actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I've never heard of a 20-yard penalty, so that explains it. Fielded at the 15.
Looks like he's going to be taking it outside. Let's see if Hobart can get some containment. And they can with 2
It's
men on the
swarmed.
outside. He
That
will
is-
be swarmed.
Turley, and I believe number 18,
He looks to be
Ryan
marked.
Ellis.
He looks to be marked right at the 22.
Great combined tackling. That's what Hobart does. The combined tackling, always a force. They swarm to the football very well. That's something that Coach Osika teaches very heavily, preaches to them. Swarm to that football, get him down.
Well, I'll tell you, the first practice that you always have here at Hobart is a tackling practice. They go through the tackling circuit almost religiously.
Once again, single back in the shotgun.
And it looks like he's going to be
Another design
keeper. And they're going to take
Chased
him
out by
right out of
Johnston.
bounds.
Quarterback on quarterback action a little bit there.
Yeah, and it looks like he will be marked right at the 27.
But
That looks like it will be a 2nd and 5, as if you could possibly hear. If you cannot see the score bug, we are having a little bit of technical issues. That will be coming up very soon. It is 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter.
once again, single setback.
Yeah, so it looks like we have a tight end to the left, 2 wide receivers. Doesn't matter.
Handoff outside.
It will be a handoff.
With room.
Oh, and Vode will be dropping a shoulder, and Ryan Walsh will not take no for an answer.
Runs right over Vode. But is brought down right past. No. They
It
say
will-
about a.
It will
No,
be
they
a
are
first
moving
down.
the chains.
It will
There
be
we
a
go.
first down on the 33.
Seemed to be a bit of a debate there with the down.
Yes.
Chains were not moving.
So we come back here. We have a 2 wide receiver set towards the bottom of your screen. One up top. And it looks like he's dropping back to pass. A little bit of a
Screen
bubble
pass.
screen. Oh, and a nice hit. Bobby Babcock in hot pursuit from his defensive end position coming in.
Screamed in, actually. Right off the bat. Super quick to that ball.
And it looks like they're going to mark him right at the 36.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
Edom 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Very nice job of this Hobart defense, I might add.
Trips left.
So
Another
run.
handoff right up the middle. Brought down, asking for a face mask, but will not get it. I didn't see a face mask either.
Well, neither did I would have to say.
Ball appears to be at about the 42. Farthest, actually, Andrean has got it to Hobart's side, I believe, so
believe
far
you're
this
right.
game.
It looks like it will be a 3rd and 2. So let's see. The Hobart defense was tested one time already, but Andrean decided to not be disciplined and give up a holding call. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's going to be a design keeper.
And that seems to be,
Oh, but they're going to keep it there.
keeps it
It
short.
will stay 4th and 2. He did not get any progression.
Actually, it appears they're going to make it 4th and 1.
Oh, that is true. I am sorry. Thank you for the clarification.
All good. Now here, if I'm Andrean, I am taking the chance here and plunging it up the middle, trying to get that first down.
Well, hold
because
on. Hold on here, because we did say this earlier, but they decided to do a pooch kick. Let's see what happens here.
This time there is the quarterback in the backfield, though.
Yes, we will see. We will see.
In the jumbo packages, extra linemen seem to
Oh,
move
it
slow.
looks like there's a false start.
Andrean coach is on the field right now.
And he has to watch that. There might be a sideline interference coming here very soon.
Yes, Andrean coach definitely not happy so far with his offense's performance.
And it looks like there will be a timeout to Andrean.
Don't know if you can hear, but the Hobart coach is somewhat above us.
Yeah.
Definitely not happy with the timeout timing there.
No, indeed not. Oh, and look, we are on the Jumbotron. We have made it big. Let's go ahead and wave to the fans here.
We have a question for you guys at home. Who is your guys' favorite NFL player of all time?
Yes. You know, I would have to say I am a Giants fan, and I am partial. I would have to say Lawrence Taylor
I saw that one.
is my favorite all-time player.
An interesting thing, I'm personally a Seahawks fan.
Oh!
But my favorite player comes from our rival, the 49ers, Ronnie Lott.
Oh,
The only man to
very
sacrifice
nice
a
pick.
piece of his finger to play in an NFL game.
I think he let go of half his finger, right?
Yeah.
Call me a bandwagon, but my favorite player of all time is Walter Payton.
Oh,
Anything that
here
he
we
would
go.
do,
Bandwagon, you're just a homer.
yeah. Anything
That
he
is
would
very
do,
true.
just put magic on the football field.
Yeah. Great running back.
So let's go ahead and see what the defense is going to do here.
Johnson running out.
It is
sprinting.
4th and 1.
Once again, the set single back in the motion.
It's going to
Handoff
be a
up the
run.
middle. And it seems to be
Oh,
stopped.
but he makes it
Well, no,
through.
he spins out of it.
Bouncing through, he looks to be making out of that. He would be marked right at what seems to be the 47, 48. And it will be a first down to the Andrean 59ers.
Well, they got what they needed. They needed that first down.
Oh, yeah.
They needed a little bit of hope here. Crack something from their offense here.
And, you know, you will start to see that momentum start to pick up for Andrean, I will have to say.
Well, there's only up to go from here. They've had a turnover. They've given up a 91-yard touchdown. Only up to go from here.
And that is absolutely true.
What happened to the penalty flag?
So let's see. This is going to be a throw.
Another screen pass. Stopped for about a gain of
What seems to be
3.
4.
It appeared 3.
Yep, it will be 3. He is marked on the opposite 49.
First time in Brickies territory here. See what Andrean can do here finally. Getting a little bit of a push on offense. Seeing what they can do.
Currently, our scoreboard is down, but there is around a minute and a half left. It is Hobart 14 and Andrean 59ers 0.
It looks like a
Handoff
run
up
right
the
up the
middle.
middle, but that is stuffed. Hobart defense was not going to let that happen.
Seems for a loss of 2. That'll bring up third and 9.
And he will be marked on the other 49.
Ran right into a brick wall.
Oh, look, our scoreboard is back.
1 minute, only about a minute remaining in the first quarter. Been all Hobart so far. But Andrean seems to be making their first push into Hobart territory. So
Let's see, this is third down for the Hobart Brickies. This is their third.
this will be a 3rd and 9, 3rd and long. Definitely
Let's
a
see, it's
passing
going to be a
situation.
pass. Bobby Babcock
Fakes.
is screaming. Oh, but
Stays
the
on his
quarterback
feet.
evades.
Finds a hole.
Oh, and Hobart just cannot
Gets
bring
the
him
first
down in
down.
enough time. But it looks like Bobby Babcock is hurt.
Bobby Babcock down on the field. Once again, we saw the elusiveness of the Andrean quarterback. He has been running all over the field. He has been a very dual threat oriented quarterback so far through this game. And definitely hate to see Bobby Babcock down on the field right now.
That is definitely not good for Hobart. Bobby Babcock is one of Hobart's best players. It's a shame.
Actually committed to, I believe, a D1 school in Northern Illinois.
Is that right?
I
Yes,
believe so.
Very interesting.
NIU. We'll be playing for the Huskies, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Region Sports Network on the internet at regionsports.com and facebook.com.
Andrean now made progress finally to about the 39.
And we are back on the Jumbotron. new Logitech camera that was given to us by Aloso Construction. Thank you very much once again. Is there any chat activity over there? Can we
There is.
answer some questions here?
There's not any questions, but remember our question about who their favorite player of all time
Yes.
is? Currently, we have Peyton Manning.
And it looks to be Bobby Babcock is getting back up. Okay,
He's
go ahead.
walking off the
We
field.
have
Good
Peyton
sign.
Manning, Sweetness, who is Walter Payton, for
Oh,
those of you who don't know,
Sweetness.
and Mike Singletary or Dick Butkus.
So a lot of Bears players is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know, that is a
85
very common one.
85 Bears specifically.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Except for Butkus. That's
Oh.
him and Sayers were the dynamic duo
Oh.
of the 70s.
I
and
actually
60s.
have a Walter Payton and Gail Sayers signed mini football helmet in a
Beautiful.
glass case.
All right. Back on the field, Andrean once again, 1st and 10 on the 39. First possession starting in Bricky's territory. And another pass, looks to be a screen pass. Oh, and once again, the screen pass is getting them yards, but not very much.
And the clock is running down to
And
the
it
end of the first
seems
quarter.
this may be the final play of the first quarter, and it will be. So at the end of the first quarter, it will be Brickies 14, Andrean nothing, with a push finally coming out of something for offense.
We have another Walter Payton.
So I was wondering, I think we should actually, instead of waiting till halftime, since we take our break at halftime and we're already on the screen anyway, let's reveal our trivia questions answer.
So one more time, I will give you guys excuse me. I will give you guys the opportunity to answer our trivia question. The trivia question of the game today is, what Hobart graduate has played for the 72-16-0 Dolphins? Go ahead and type in chat. We will give you just a moment. All right. If you did get a chance to type in chat, great. If you didn't, I am sorry. But the answer to our trivia question is
Bob
Mr.
Kuchenberg.
Bob Kuchenberg.
Indeed. Bob Kuchenberg played guard for the 72 undefeated Dolphins, blocking for Larry Zonka and all those. 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle. Plows into a Bricky.
It looks like he will be getting the first down.
No, it seems they're marking him just about short. Yeah, just short. It'll be about 3rd and inches. Hobart looking to get a huge stop here. Really need to get something stopped here. Really don't want to give up a score after holding on to momentum for so long, giving a momentum shift.
Yet another opportunity for this Hobart defense to stop them. I think this is their 5th third down opportunity to stop.
Yes, it is.
And it looks like it will
Another
be a keeper,
quarterback design
but
run.
he will be stopped. Oh, no, I think forward progress will advance him forward. He will be getting that first down.
Chains are being moved.
Yes,
And
definitely
he
a
will
first
be
down.
marked at the 28.
He got it with about a yard to spare. Once again, these designed runs definitely working out for Andrean. Not getting too much yardage, but definitely getting the yardage they need for these first downs on these 3rd and 4th and shorts.
Yes, they're definitely getting enough yards for them to hold their own.
And that power running game is also definitely a huge factor. That could start whittling down that Hobart defense eventually. Bounce outside.
Oh,
Well, whoa.
it will be taken out
A
of
brutal
bounds.
stiff arm to Johnston. That'll get them about the 20. That'll be 2nd and 2. Like I said, that power running game is definitely holding its own for Andrean. Might want to stick to that a little more than the passing game, which has really only yielded them an interception so far.
Indeed, they are now officially in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Hobart also struggling to get a bit of a push on defense. Looking for that to change.
Well, you're also missing Bobby Babcock out there.
Once again, tackling by the jersey, and
And
they will be called for it this time,
I
it
believe
appears.
that will be a
horse
for
collar.
a horse collar, yep.
Yeah, pulling the jersey right off his shoulder pads.
He's grabbed by Gerard Harden. Penalty flags are down.
Let's go ahead and see what the official call is here.
Oh, it's a face mask against the Brickies, they are calling
Face
it.
mask, okay.
Not a horse collar, but it is
But
about
that
the
will-
same yardage.
That will give them the first down.
We'll put them inside the 10.
They will now be on
First
the
and goal.
9-yard line.
9-yard line, first down.
Big scoring opportunity for Andrean.
Indeed.
Definitely want to get something out of this, and that power run game has definitely been getting them towards it.
As we've seen during this drive, more runs than passes, and this is it's showing to be working.
Another quarterback run, plunged right up the middle for about 4 yards to the 5. And like we said, it's kind of like a thunder and lightning kind of duo here.
Indeed.
Just one plows you down, and then the other one just lightning on everything. Everyone's just falling behind somewhat. Brickies really need to get it together here if they don't want to give up a touchdown here. Looking bad for them here.
And they will be on the 5, 2nd and goal.
I can see a play action pass here in all likelihood. Yes.
Oh, here's a
not
pass.
a play action, but a
Oh,
pass.
but he is sending it far and
Wide
it is
open.
open.
Johnston seemed to stumble on the route. A great route right there by number 3, Nick Flesher. And Andrean finally with a little bit of points on the board, a little bit of momentum here. Looking pretty hard to stop for the Brickies. What are your thoughts?
You know, Andrean has adjusted quite well so far in this first half, really showing that their run game is not lacking and that they need to switch from the pass to the run. And that kick is up, and I believe it is good for the 59ers. do we have any more chat activity?
We do not.
So I wanted to ask, you have a roster.
Yes.
Who is that running back currently?
The running back currently?
For Andrean, who's been the power running back. I believe it's number 9.
Yeah, I believe that is Ryan Walsh. It's actually number 8.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he'd be correct. Number 8, Ryan Walsh. He is a senior.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Running all over the Brickies. Seemed to not be able to wrap him up.
I
Not
know he
great
was a
for him.
fiend and very hard to deal with last year. Must have come back stronger and showing up very well this year.
Always great to have a strong returning player.
Gentlemen, we currently have 266 viewers right now.
Great
Awesome.
to see it.
Thank you all for viewing. Hope you enjoy this game. Here's some cheers in the background. Some moms excited to see their sons play.
A nice kick. Muffled. No, just a touchback.
And it will be a touchback, yep.
Don't know why I said muffled. Muffed. Sorry about that.
I believe that sets him on the 20, right?
I believe in high school, yes, it is the 20. So Brickies will start 1st and 10 on the 20. Looking to repeat their success on offense so far. And like Luke said, I would have to agree now. His offensive prediction of a offensive juggernaut and shootout is definitely looking to see more true than our defensive shootout.
Well, I still beg to differ, you know. Turnovers and special teams are very important in these games.
We can see that by the interception that led to Hobart's second touchdown.
Hobart doing a
Absolutely.
similar lineup to Andrean here with a single setback with 2 out wide. A boot. Overthrows Vode by quite a bit. Just a bad pass there. It happens sometimes. Had Vode wide open for about 5 yards. Don't know quite what happened there. Maybe
know,
just didn't notice a route.
Sometimes the saying, my mind is moving faster than I am, that's, you know, it does happen that time. But you have to make sure that you have a short-term memory loss and you just go on to the next play. Don't let it worry.
Not exactly sure why the Brickies are on the hash. Hand off Enslin. Tries to bounce it outside, but
and the
no,
ball
and
is
her ball is
loose.
loose.
And it looks like Andrean will be picking that up.
That will be Andrean football.
And I believe they will be marked down on the 10. Tough break for the Hobart Brickies. Tough break.
Just as I said it, and as you said it, turnovers.
Turnovers is what is going to kill both of these teams tonight. You will see that very prevalent.
And like we said, also, just momentum. Andrean has the momentum now, getting much more of a push. But good sight for Hobart. Babcock back in the game.
Very good, very good. I believe what it was a cramp.
Perhaps.
Come on, defense!
Let's see what they do here.
Shoots
And it will be a
inside.
run. And it
that
looks
will
like
be a
he's
touchdown.
Oh, big hit, but he will be walking into the touchdown.
And just like that, Andrean right back up with the Brickies in a tie, in all likelihood. Unless, of course, the unthinkable happens and they miss the extra point.
You know, you never know. It's never guaranteed. On the end of that play, massive hit by Zach Vode.
Sadly, did not matter in the end.
No, it did not. But it matters to him.
I beg to differ. Getting hit like that can really shake somebody up.
It matters to him. And very nice kick that will be good.
Game is now 14-all.
And just like that, in 3 minutes of the first half, of the second quarter, Andrean has come all the way back, right back to tie it already. Not looking great for Hobart in this second quarter. Really got to get something going.
But it is also very impressive for the 59ers and the adjustments that they have made. But it looks like Cam Smith is actually on the sideline down. I believe he's cramping as well. A lot of cramping tonight. but we never know.
If you're Craig Osico, what do you tell your Hobart players?
Well, like
Stick
we
with
said
it. It's
earlier,
only the second quarter.
Yeah, short memory, short-term memory. Don't let it hold on to you.
Don't let it fester is what you mean?
Yeah. Sorry, bad poor word choice.
It's okay. So we will see this kick be sent off.
Number 10, Dakota Vanderberg, back deep to return with Vode also and Turley right in front.
Very nice kick.
Will be fielded by Vode.
Some miscommunication, but like you said, Vode will be taking it. There is a flag.
Flag at about the 17, but the return to about the 23.
Let's find out what that means.
Can only hope it's not a hold or a block in the back.
Let's see what it will be marked here. Waiting for the spot.
Holding on the Brickies as I'm hearing. So it will be 1st and 10
Let's see where this ball is placed.
at about the 7, I think.
Some tough fieldage right there.
No, 9. So 1st and 10 from the 9. Not great field position, but again, Hobart started on the 9 on their first drive of the game and had a 91-yard touchdown run. Nothing is impossible. So once again, single setback, trips left, Turley in the backfield.
There will be a
Quarterback
key
design
coming
run,
out.
has space,
Stays on his feet.
gets a first down to about the 22. Exactly what you wanted to see there. Get your quarterback involved in the running game. That's something that Johnston specializes in being that dual threat. Just what you need to do here. Great play call.
I'll tell you, he will burn you with his speed and he will burn you with his arm. Like you had said, dual threat, very dangerous when he is in the backfield.
Henslin and Vode to the left, Jankovic to the right, Turley in the backfield.
In a good sight, we do see Cam Smith walking around, jogging.
Throws it up to Vode.
And it looks like Vode has caught it. They will be marking him what seems to be the 47.
Yes, the 47. Great play. A little short on the pass, but Vode made it work. Great play.
Well, that's why he's a wide receiver. He knows when to come back for that ball.
Indeed. Another one of Hobart's D1 commits going to Western Michigan.
Yes, the Broncos, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct. Trips right this time.
Trips
Hobart
right.
getting a spread offense. Definitely a different look from what they came with against Griffith. Fake and another quarterback design run with space. Will get about 8 yards, maybe 7. He will get to about the 54.
You mean the 46?
Oh, right, sorry.
It trips me up as well. If you don't get tripped up by almost saying 54 or 56, then are you really a football fan?
Don't know what I was thinking there.
It's okay.
Brickies making their first return since their touchdown drive into Andrean territory.
Oh, but it looks like we will be stopping.
Timeout Hobart.
Their first charge timeout.
Seemed like it was a design pass to Vode there.
Oh, and we are back. Is there any updates with the chat?
No, not that I can see.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask all the viewers, please populate the chat room. We are not always excited or busy. Sometimes we do get bored up here. Keep us busy. Let's hear what you have to say. If you have any questions about some of the games around the region in the United States, in Indiana, please ask. We will tell you.
How can you be bored? We're watching football.
You know what? That is a good point.
For you new viewers, we had a question who your favorite football player of all time was. If you could drop your answers in the chat, that would be very appreciated.
So Hobart, getting Johnston involved in the run game, definitely a big move, definitely helpful to have that multi-tool to your offense. That diversity, always going to be a help.
Indeed, very smart play. Game plan switch was very needed.
Then really a switch to the game plan. Just get a little bit more involved, get a little bit more opportunity. Spread out the offense. Great play calling by Osika here. And the Brickies running back onto the field. Once again at the 46. It'll be 2nd and 3. Johnston boot out to the left.
And
No,
will
to
be
the right,
given
to
the
the
vote.
vote.
He will be going up the middle of the field. He will be marked down right at the 31.
I know those of you at home can't really see it because you're still looking at us. I mean, we are flattering.
Are you
but-
kidding? We're the eye candy. Oh, and we're gone.
Oh,
we're
man.
gone.
Yeah, the Brickies went with what seemed to be the same design play as the last attempt. So sticking to it, got what they wanted.
Hey, if it don't stop working, don't kill it.
That's not at all the saying. It's if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, hey,
Close enough.
I like my version too. You know.
Once again, 2 left, handoff up the middle, but it will be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage at about the 33 for forward motion.
Yes, he will be brought down.
Ref standing actually at the 34, correction. So that'll bring up about 2nd and 13.
13.
2nd and 13.
Not how you want to start the drive, but not the worst. I mean, not drive, but start the set of downs, but not the worst.
You know, they still got time. They still have the weapons to do this. It looks like there's a confusion.
That's another timeout for the Brickies. Confusion on the play.
Charge timeout.
I mean, with that timeout, maybe. Hey, there we are.
And we are back. You can see the eye candy. You know, very fabulous over here.
We're the real stars of the show, I believe,
Exactly.
gentlemen.
You know. Exactly. You know what? I like that. Real stars of the show.
Little chat update.
I dare not take credit.
Greg Cantwell's favorite player is Barry Sanders.
Very
Very good choice.
And I'm going to say a hot take here, especially in the region. I'd argue that Barry Sanders is the greatest running back of all time over Walter Payton. Just
Listen,
never had a line.
You know what?
We can all be wrong sometimes.
You know what? I will have to agree with you, actually.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders, in my case, I do think greatest running back of all time. You can't say Emmitt Smith. He had the Great Wall at Dallas. Walter Payton, granted, one of the best rushers of ever to live.
So you could
Maybe
also
not the
argue
greatest.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown as well, very good.
All right. We got duo left, one right, single back once again. Boot once again.
Looks like a
Like to
pass.
keep Johnson on the move, but
Oh,
he
but
is
he
sacked.
is-
And the ball.
Ball
And
is
the ball is
loose.
loose, but I think he was down
He was
before
down.
the ball is lost.
They will call him down.
Let's watch the replay, see if he's down.
He is down.
I don't know. Maybe his hand hit down. Ground might have forced the ball out, but definitely a big mistake for Hobart there. Just could not get the ball out.
That will bring them back to the 47.
Don't know why Johnston ran back into the play, kind of. Best idea there, run away or throw the ball out of bounds. Outside the tackle box, you're not going to get grounding.
That does make it 3rd and 22.
Turley back in the backfield, vote in motion. Johnston once again running for his life, and he will be taken down at about the 46. maybe 45 from where I'm seeing from a ref.
Andrean coach is stoked on the sidelines
I
over there. I
believe
see him
46.
jumping around, getting all excited.
Brickies definitely want to punt here. No reason to go for it on 4th and 20.
Are you kidding? You could so make this.
It'd be definitely a risky call.
Are you kidding? This is easy. Just a big old pass. Sender. We see some motion coming across.
Interesting motion on the
And
punt.
good snap.
Good
Great
Nice punt.
ball. And will be caught.
Block in the back.
That is a block in the back. We do not see a flag.
I do see a flag, actually, right on the bottom right of the field.
Is there indeed a flag? There is a flag.
So that will
Right around
probably
the
be a
12-yard
spot foul, too. So Andrean, while a great return, will be taking this back well inside their own territory, inside the 10, with a block in the back. A bit of a breath of fresh air for Hobart on that block in the back. That little mistake will push the Andrean 59ers, right? Yeah, 59ers back inside their own 10 in all likelihood, saving probably a lot of yardage and maybe even a score for all we know.
Waiting for the spot.
We have a couple updates. Greatest player of all time, the Juice, O.J. Simpson.
Well,
Interesting.
okay.
I mean, I guess you could argue college.
You know what? Very well so.
Everyone's got an opinion.
Eh? Must be a Bills fan.
Maybe. But as well, added on to our previous discussion, greatest running back of all time, or
No one
greatest
has
player of
picked
all
up the
time.
flag off the field yet.
Yeah, that's another true statement.
Johnston about to step on it.
But I would like to ask the viewers out there, give us a reason why you believe your player is the greatest ever.
I believe we actually asked who was your favorite player.
Oh, favorite, I'm sorry.
Hence why I answered Ronnie Lott.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sneak a bobby and then I'll leave. Hi, Billy.
Hello.
Flags on
Oh,
the play.
there's another flag.
False start, it shows from the ref. Yes, false start is confirmed. Pushing Andrean well back, really close to their end zone. On the 2. Brickies frothing at the mouth for a safety here.
And he is out of the end zone and a bunch more yards. Stays. Oh.
And might I add, the referee just not moving out of the way, making it a little difficult for the players.
You said Ryan Walsh, number 8.
Yes.
Once again, plowing over Brickies. Not looking
Will be
great
marked.
for defense.
Will be marked on the 23 is what it looks like.
21-yard run.
Near the locker rooms again.
Darren Snyder saying Brian Piccolo was the greatest running back of all time. Even Gail Sayers said he was way better than him.
Well, very good opinion. A very long throw.
Bit of a hot take there.
Not going to be connecting.
Piccolo, I believe, was a fullback. Was
Yes.
a fullback, more
Yes.
of a blocking running back.
Yes. Piccolo and Gail Sayers were best friends. They actually made a song together,
Indeed.
I believe.
They did.
You know, Piccolo was Gail Sayers' best friend until he sadly had passed away from, I believe, cancer. But sad but good thing Gail Sayers passed away. He will be with his best friend, but very sad here that one of the greats has now passed away.
Handoff once again to Walsh. This time a little bit less yardage, but once again just dragging Brickies with him for about a 5-6 yard gain.
He will be put on the what seems to be 29.
Yeah, definitely
It
a
will be
6.
2nd and 6, I believe.
2nd and 4.
Oh, sorry, it was 3rd. 3rd and 4, I'm sorry. Let's see if these Brickies can hold up the 59ers.
I'd say Brickies really need to stop here. Definitely have too much momentum on Andrean's side here.
Gonna be a keep.
Quarterback keeper, and
And
he
it
will
will
be
be
well
sacked.
short.
He will only gain a yard, and it will be 4th and 3.
Definitely you're punting here if you're Andrean. You're deep inside your own territory, only on the 30. Going for it, probably inadvisable. Quarterback is running off the field.
Yep, this will be a pooch punt.
Probably not a pooch punt, actually.
Huh?
I doubt it's a pooch punt. It's got 70 yards of room.
That's a good point. We will see, though.
Yeah, it seems to be a normal punt. Yes, it is. Fielded by, muffed by Vanderberg, and we'll take it down at about the 27, 28 yard line. 28 marked by the ref. Ball just bounced right out of his hands there. That's what will happen when you get those kind of weird punts there. Takes a little bit of a weird spin to it. Hard to hold on to.
It's a rugby kick.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree with this greatest player of all time, or who your favorite player of all time was. Rex Grossman. G-O-A-T.
Rex Grossman, man. Kind of cost the Bears a Super Bowl almost.
I mean,
But hey, it's an opinion.
But yes, Jacob Smith, that is Will speaking. He is
hello,
one of-
Jacob. How are you doing?
Drop back. Once again, running.
Oh, it
Flag
looks
on
like
the
there
Flag
is
on
a
the play.
flag.
Probably for
Riley
holding in the
Johnson
backfield.
Looking for
continuing
someone to
run,
throw to,
Just throws
and
it away.
and that looks to be
It was forward. I don't know why they're acting like it's a fumble.
but yes. Still waiting on the spot of this ball.
Yeah, kind of weird waiting. They've got the markers at the, it appears to be the 30, no, the 29.
So they're going to put him
28.
down at the 19 is what it seems like.
First and 20.
Oh, they're moving him
holding on
back
the
even
Brickies.
more.
A spot foul.
So he'll be on the 9.
Interesting. What's it? Another 20 yards from the holding. Obviously, this time we know the reason.
Yeah, geez.
And off.
And it will be a run.
Gain of about a yard or two, probably 2. Get what you can there. Just really interesting. The whole thing is just, I don't know. These long holding calls. I'm not sure it's supposed to be spot fouls on offense, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
And we are back.
So I have a chat update. Mitch J. Love says, this isn't football, but who do you guys think is better, LeBron or Jordan?
Oh, no. This comment. In my opinion, it's the king of the GOAT you're talking about, okay?
Here's a simple answer.
And I think you can make that out, who I believe
What's
is
the
better.
bigger number, 6 or 3? And what's a bigger number, 6 or 0? LeBron has 6 more losses. and Jordan has 3 more titles. I think that's a simple answer.
And
I've heard the saying that it's only because of Pippen helping him, but LeBron has had plenty of his own help with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. I can't say with a good conscience that LeBron is better than Jordan.
In my opinion, it does say a lot about a guy who tries to go to a team that's trying to make a super team.
LeBron,
Kevin Durant.
there's no way LeBron would be able to hang with the bad boy Pistons of the 90s.
Well.
No way. No way.
Definitely an interesting
Interesting take,
idea
okay.
to take up, but I guess I'd have to agree.
No, there you go.
All right. Definitely looking for a pass if they want any hope of getting out of this with points.
Now, if you're Hobart, you're not exactly looking for points or trying to get up the field. You're just trying to get into a position where you're not going to.
Give
Possibly.
too easy of a field position.
Yes.
I mean, you could still go for points, but especially now that it's only like 3rd and 17, that's not great, but it's definitely much more manageable than 3rd
Absolutely.
and 28.
And this will be Andrean's final timeout. Hobart still has 1 left.
Could
with
they use it for
a minute
the
and
next
48
play?
in the rest of this half.
Say they get to 4th and maybe short, maybe 4th and 2. Use that timeout to figure out what you want to do with it. Definitely leaves more room for opportunity for Hobart for planning.
Yeah.
Don't forget when you're moving around the stadium at a
Andrean walking back onto the field. Bricky's still breaking up, now heading back on. Seem to have 3 receivers once again, fullback and a running back. Those 3 receivers being Vode, Enslin, and Ellis. Doubt we will see a run here, but never know. That'd be the conservative play. It's a quarterback run, and he has room.
A nice
And
amount
like
of room.
I said, brought it
He
to
will
a
be
4th and
brought
2.
down.
Now, do you use that timeout and talk it over here? Maybe line up to go for it, then call the timeout if you don't see what you like
You know,
or like what you see.
it's a very good question. However, thank God I'm not Coach Osika. I don't have to make that decision.
See, I'm lining up here, and I'm making it
It-
look like I'm going for it. and then
Well, it looks
calling
like they're
timeout.
lining up for a punt.
Yeah, it's definitely lined for a punt.
Well, you only have a minute left in this half. They don't have a timeout. You have the only other timeout.
And they will probably use their timeout.
See, you got to use it.
Play clock running down.
Delay a game.
Oh, they actually took the delay of game.
Uh-huh.
Interesting choice there. They just did a 6-yard delay of game.
Actually, I don't think that is the wrong decision. Let the clock run out. Give you a little bit more time because this clock is now
yeah, but
running.
you have a timeout left. There's no reason
and
to.
now you can wait for that 20 seconds. However,
Yes.
it's not what we're gonna do here. You're gonna let this ball roll, get on top of it.
Takes a good Hobart bounce out at
And it
about the 27. It will be marked by the ref. 43 seconds for the 59ers to get some points on the board, maybe. But for all we know, they're probably going to run it out, run the clock,
We will
get
see.
off the field.
They do not have a timeout. Do not forget that. Please stick around for halftime as we are going to be watching the homecoming festivities for this Hobart Bricky homecoming game. And it
Another
looks like a
quarterback
design
run, but
keeper,
stumbling.
and he will be stopped. The clock will be continuously moving.
Gain of about 1. Likely going to run out of time eventually here.
Let's see, 23 seconds left. Let's see if Andrean can pull off something. 20.
Looks like Andrean will just let it run out. Seem to not be getting down, unlikely to run a play.
Well, we see the Hobart defense actually backing up, potentially for a big play.
And the quarterback starts walking off the field, signifying what will be the end of the first half.
And that is the end of your
so that'll be
Here we
halftime.
are.
Boys, any thoughts so far?
You know, this half of football, great half of football. Like I had said earlier, I'm not going to say I was right, but I'm right. You know, it wasn't specifically the defense or the offense. The special teams and the turnovers is what is going to be important for these teams to either succeed or fail.
Well, like I had said earlier, that run game, that Andrean run game, his power running, winding down on the Brickies, making it harder and harder for them to tackle and keep up with this Andrean offense, that could become a problem later on in this game.
Indeed, indeed.
You guys pretty much just took what I was going to say and just said it. I don't really have no words. You guys pretty much just said exactly what I was going to.
All right, we're going to go ahead and set up the halftime. Go ahead and enjoy.
Continuing your halftime entertainment, please welcome back the Pride of Hobart Marching Band, led by drum major Allie Bradford. This year's show features the music of Elvis Presley. Tonight's selection will be Can't Help Falling in Love, Hound Dog, and Love Me Tender. about a big round of applause for the Pride of Hobart Marching Band? At this time, we'd like to direct your attention to the 50-yard line as we honor our 2020 homecoming port. First up, we have our Prince and Princess nominees. Our first pairing is Caleb Sanchez and Alyssa Gonzalez. Our next nominees are Mark Enslin and Sydney Anderson. And our final nominees are Hayden Ring and Olivia Garcia. Next, we have our King and Queen nominees. Our first pairing is Peter Newling and Alyssa Candiano. Our next pairing is Ethan DeCanter and Faith Kitzman. And our final nominees are Ethan Cox and Kirsten Stroh. A special shout out to our junior class, the winners of this year's Spirit Brick. How about a round of applause for all of our nominees? Okay, Hobart High School, here we go. Your 2020 homecoming Prince and Princess are Mark Enslin and Alyssa Gonzalez. And finally, your 2020 homecoming king and queen are Ethan Cox and Kirsten Stroh. Congratulations to everyone nominated and our winners.
the night Munster Highland. What is it? 3 or 3rd? Yeah, that could be a ugly day.
All right, fans, get your raffle tickets ready. We're about to announce the winners of tonight's raffle. You will want to have your 50-50 tickets ready as well, because tonight's pot is $545. But first, let's do the red ticket prizes. Again, get your raffle tickets ready. We have good prizes tonight. Here's our first winner. It is for one free oil change from All American Tire. It is ticket number 592129. All winners tonight, do us a big favor. Do not come to the windows. Make sure to use a side entrance to the booth, and we will give you your prize. The next prize is for one free haircut from Kara's Hair Studio. It is ticket number 165609. The next prize is for 6 free walk-in passes from Blast Camp. It is ticket winner 165619. The next winner is for a $20 gift certificate from Hobart Nail and Spa. It is ticket number 165615. The next winner is for a $25 gift card from Catch 22. It is ticket number 165573. The next prize is for 4 free extra value meals from McDonald's. I'm loving it. It is ticket number 165570. The next prize is for a $25 gift certificate from Norwex by Elizabeth. It is ticket number 165628. The next 2 winners are for 2 free massages from Therapeutic Massage by Vanessa. The first winner is 592118, and the second winner is 165591. The next prize is for a $20 gift certificate from Bell Ann Clothing. It is ticket number 165458. The next winner is for a $25 gift card from Albany's Candy Factory. It is ticket number 592124. The next prize is for a free 60-minute jump pass from Sky Zone in Shearville. It is ticket number 165593. And the last prize, a $30 gift certificate from JJ's Pizza of Hobart. It is ticket number 165592. Congrats to all the winners for tonight's raffle. And now, the big prize, the 50-50 raffle winner. And once again, the winning pot is $545. It is winning ticket number 416166. 416166. If you have won any prize today, please use one of the side entrances to the booth. Thank you.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast of the Hobart Brickies versus the Andrean 59ers.
48ers. Just one short on each.
There you go.
Oh, man.
I would have to say, very impressive first half from both teams. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, it's kind of been a tale of two stories in both quarters. Hobart really struggled in the second quarter. I'm interested to see what Osika comes up with for the game plan here. But first quarter went marvelously. Though to be fair, it was mostly two big plays for Hobart. That 91-yard rushing touchdown and also the interception that brought them down to the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more I could say other than if the game repeats itself how it did in the first half, this game's going into overtime.
Well, that's a
would
simple
have to agree
solution
with you.
given that it's 14-14.
Thank you. That's why. Thank you.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. Thank you to Eloso Construction for helping out with our end zone cam. Thank you to Fuller Commercial Photography. Please go ahead and check out those guys. And thank you, of course, to the School City of Hobart for allowing us to do what we get to do. And we would like to take this time to apologize once again. The School City of Hobart and the Hobart High School radio and TV class would like to correct an error that occurred Friday, September 3rd during a broadcast of the varsity football game between Hobart and Griffith. Our broadcast team inaccurately stated that the Griffith Panthers ended up testing positive with a good amount of their players, as being a reason for having a smaller roster. It was irresponsible of us to make a statement that was not based on research facts, particularly due to the climate of today and the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, we would like to offer our sincerest apology for this error and for any hardship it may have created. The Griffith Athletic Department has done an admirable job navigating the unknown circumstances of this pandemic and even delayed the start of sports out of an abundance of caution. At no time that we are aware of has there been any stoppage of participation at Griffith due to a positive test within athletics, and many mention of that is completely false. So, we are getting ready to start here. What are your guys' thoughts for the second half? What needs to happen for both of the teams?
Well, Hobart really needs to find an offensive rhythm. Even though they've got points, plenty of points on the board, and are tied with the 59ers, they really have not found a rhythm on offense. They've had a big play and a possession starting inside the goal line. They really need to find a rhythm, find what their groove is, and get to it from there.
Honestly, I think this game is going to come down to who has the most heart on the field. Both teams are playing extremely well, and whoever gives more motivation and more determination towards this game is going to be the winner.
You know, I would have to, basically my answer is going to be very similar to your guys. It's going to come down to who wants it more, who's going to hit harder, who's going to play faster, who's going to wait, who is going to keep going hard until the end of the fourth quarter when that final bell whistles. You know, you're really going to hear a lot of the stands. You're really going to hear a lot of people in the game. You're going to hear the sidelines in the game. It really is going to come down to what the players are going to do and how these coaches are going to perform and how they're going to enable their players to perform under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of a bell whistling before, but I get the sentiment.
I mean, it does whistle, you know. But no, when that final whistle goes.
There you go. It appears Vanderberg once again back to return. Kick is up. And it once again muffed by Vanderberg. Really has been struggling to hold on to the kick. And we'll take it about to the 15. could have been catastrophic. Really starting to wonder why he keeps going for those high balls above his head on the kick return.
15-yard line, first down, Hobart.
Hobart takes over, first down and 10 on about the 15-yard line. Once again on the hash. Got two wideouts out right, one to the left.
We do not have
Turley
our
in the
scoreboard
backfield.
working right now. That will be up here momentarily. So it looks like it's going to be a
Another
keeper to
QB
Johnston.
run. Has space.
It's going to be a decent amount of room.
Gets about 6 on the carry.
And it's going to bring him to the 20. It's going to be actually 5. That will bring them to 2nd and 5 on the 20-yard line.
Seeing Johnston always take off like that always excites me because sometimes he does that on plays and he will take off. In that semi-state game, he hit the hole and just took it for 75 yards for a touchdown last year. And sometimes you just see that over and over again from one player and you just get used to it.
Telling you. He drops back to pass. He sees
Nice
Vode
strike
wide
to
open.
Vode.
This will be getting the first down.
A good
He
move
will
to
be
gain a
marked
little
about
extra.
The 32.
That'll be a first down. Good design play, quick little curl route out, thrown out to him. Great execution, great play call. And like I was saying, offensive rhythm, really looking to see a little bit of a rhythm here already. Let's see how that continues. Fake handoff, another
Looks like he's gonna
quarterback
be
run.
another run.
Gets some space, gonna run outside, and like I said, we'll get a lot of yardage there, down about
We'll
the
be
47.
out at the 47, yep.
Getting Johnson involved in that running game, like I had said earlier in the game, gets a bit of a diverse taste to that offense, gives more options, less stress on that offensive line. It's just a great overall thing for that offense. Hoping to see more of it.
The Niners need to be able to read Riley Johnson's runs. He's been running all over them, and that's what's been getting over all their yards.
Opening up this quarter and half, just great rushing by Johnston, getting plenty of room, getting into space. Hand off Turley up the middle. Pushes forward to about the 42-yard line. That'll be second at about 5. Good run by Turley there. Hobart sticking the same formation has brought
It
them
will be
success.
Another pass
to
quick
Vode.
pass to Vode. And he looks like he's going to be brought down.
About the 35.
No, he will be marked at the 36.
That'll be.
That will be a first down.
Yeah. Once again, motion. That rhythm is really kicking in now. Hoping to keep it up. All you can do. Now, another thing about Hobart, they have had drives sputter out right around this area so far this game. Looking to avoid that. What are your thoughts?
You know, it comes down to fatigue, maybe not making the right play calls, blocks not getting to where they need to be.
Another quarterback run, and he has space.
Good job, 78.
That'll get him about the 25. First down, Hobart.
Looks like it'll be marked on the 24.
And that hole was opened wide open by 78 from what I
James
heard from the
Lewis.
coaches. James Lewis.
The right
he actually
tackle.
came in last in the Griffith game for an injured player. He is a secondary lineup man, but has been performing excellently this season.
Yes, I think he actually took over for what was Amen Hicks, doing a fantastic job.
Another snap, handoff Turley, going up the middle for about 2-3 yards. They'll mark it at about 1. actually. Second and 9. Vode running back onto the field. Probably off the field for a little bit of a break. Can't always stay on the field if you're one of those wideouts, skill positions, always sprinting full on. Need a little bit of a breather. Once again, single back set. Fullback in motion in front. Turley in the backfield with Johnston. Fake again, quarterback design gets to the 20.
This time doesn't get very far on that run. Looks like Andrean might have finally picked up on what Hobart is trying to do.
Yeah, a little bit. Seems to be a little bit tunnel vision on the play calling with the constant quarterback running. Might want to calm down on that a little bit, but otherwise it's been successful. So this will be 3rd and 6 from the 20. Maybe even in field goal range, so you don't have to go for it on 4th here or punt. Definitely not punt. You don't punt on the 20.
Are you kidding? You could definitely punt. Looks like it's going to be a draw out to the right.
A boot.
Looking for someone open. Looks like he's
Throws it out of
and
bounds.
he's throwing it away.
Smart play by Johnson there, getting rid of that ball.
Looks like it'll be 4th and 6. And it looks to be they're going to bring out the field goal unit for the first time this night.
Yeah, that's Jankovic running out for his first field goal attempt of the night. I believe he's perfect on the season.
Yes, he has not missed one yet.
Johnston to hold. Could be interesting, perhaps
like-
a fake.
I think there's a flag on the field.
Already a flag. No, just the ref dropping it.
Oh, whoops.
We didn't see it.
Everybody messes up sometimes.
Johnston to hold, Jankovic to kick. And it is a kick.
Oh.
It's up. It's got the distance. And it is good. An interesting thing about Jankovic, actually started out most of his sporting career as a soccer player.
Yes.
So has plenty of experience kicking balls. And a nice kick there to give Hobart the lead. Not exactly what you want, but it's a good result nonetheless.
Yes.
And I believe, once again, it will be Jankovic to kick on the kickoff. Like I said, powerful leg, plenty of practice. Also, I believe plays basketball along with Johnston. Great basketball program here at Hobart as well.
Is there any chat activity over on there?
Just some support for the Brickies.
There we
That's all I
go.
got.
That's what we like to hear.
Now Hobart really needs to make sure they hold on defense here. Slow down that running attack. Has been a big issue for Hobart recently in this game with, you said Ryan Walsh
Yes.
has been running over bricks left and right with a power running game. And also the quarterback for Andrean with a bit of a shifty type of attack. Has performed well for Andrean overall. And there it
And it
goes
looks
out
like he's
the
just going to
bound.
let it go out.
That will be a flag on the Brickies. Kick out of bounds. Believe it is 10 yards from the spot, or is it 15?
I believe it is 10.
It is.
Oh,
it appears
hold
15.
on, no. They do mark it up to the 45. Not 45.
45.
It might be 35 because it's high school. 45 for NFL.
All right. Well, no, it is.
It will be placed at the
35
35-yard line.
And here comes Andrean. Offense got into a bit of a groove on last possession of the half, but once again, got to stick to how they've been running that big rushing attack with the kind of thunder and lightning with Walsh and the quarterback, number 11. I don't know his name.
I'll go ahead and check the roster.
Hand off to Walsh. And Hobart in the backfield saw that coming, but he will get back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of nothing. That will be 2nd and 10. And that quarterback is Joe Cimino. Hopefully I did not mispronounce that. But has been great on the rush as well, and pretty good passing as well. Have a wide receiver kind of unguarded now. Johnston trots out over to him. Bode aids, and
like
there's
it will
that
be a keeper.
quarterback run that we were talking about. Gains about 5. Refs will make it 6. Should be 3rd and 4.
This is the first 3rd down that we will see that Hobart must face. Let's see how they're going to react. As you can hear, the crowd is very excited. Can't wait for this. Let's see if Hobart has made the right adjustments in order to stop this Andrean offense.
I have a feeling there's going to be a play action
Oh,
pass.
and
And
an
a jump
offsides!
offside. No, not an offside. A false start on the offensive line of Andrean. That will be number 64. That will make it 3rd and 9. A much harder situation for the 59ers. Not what you want here. Like we've always said as when commentating these games, these mental mistakes, these little penalties that may be only 5 yards, those 5 yards can mean the 5 yards that you don't get the first down for.
It is now 3rd and 9 on the 36-yard line.
Hobart crowd fired up right here. Johnson and Vanderberg trot out to the left. Looking for a
looks like
boot
he's gonna be
pass.
booting. He's looking deep.
Has
Playing
open.
long.
He's in double, though.
And that is
not
knocked
gonna come
down. Great coverage by Johnston and Vode over the top. Got to that ball and knocked it away.
Thrown into double coverage.
And we have a
Those
player
two had it
down.
all the way there.
I believe that is actually Cimino, the quarterback.
Oh, no.
Is walking off the field. Does not appear to be too bad, but was down. And we are back here in the kind of studio.
You know, gorgeous. The eye candy, as we call it.
We're the real stars of this show.
Exactly, you know.
And I feel, and I believe it appears,
This will be a punt. I would almost guarantee it. It's 4th and 9.
though Walsh is in the backfield, no, they are lining
Yep,
up
this
like
is
a punt.
pooch.
3 running out. And it is a punt. A good punt at that.
Oh,
Takes another Andrean bounce
Oh, wow, that's a good
down
bounce
to
for
the
Andrean.
the 18-yard line.
That was a very good synchronization.
Yeah, that was perfect. So Brickies will take over at their own 18-yard line. Great hold on defense there, just what they needed. Once again, looking to stay in rhythm on offense. Didn't get exactly the touchdown, but definitely showed that they can get that diverse attack again.
They need to get this touchdown this series.
I wouldn't say they need it, but it is definitely would be very helpful.
Okay, it's very advisable that they get this touchdown
Well,
this
I'd
series.
argue it always is.
It looks like a keeper.
Johnston running wide,
And
but
it
will be wrapped up for quite a big loss.
It will be swallowed up from behind.
Yeah, Johnston just chased down there by one of the Andrean defenders. I did not see the number, but just chased down from behind.
I believe it was Drake Bowen.
I believe so as well. But just a great keep-up game there by Andrean's defense. Brings Johnston down for a 2-yard loss. Another wide set to the left.
Looks like it's going to be another
Another
keeper.
QB back to a about the 20.
I believe he will be marked on the 20, if not the 19.
That will be the 19-yard line. That will make it 3rd and 10. Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
That should be 3rd and 9.
Oh, that's correct. My
On the-
bad. Forgot it started
on
at the
final
18.
spot.
Miss Smith, we apologize for sounding conceited. We're just having a bit of fun up here in our little box. Obviously, we're not the stars of this. It's obviously the football players.
Yeah.
The pass. Johnston once again
Johnson
in
under
trouble.
pressure.
Throws it away. They are saying he stepped out of bounds before letting go of the ball at the 6. That's a big mistake for Hobart. We'll be punting from inside their own 10. Not helpful for this offense. Probably will get a talking to from Osega there.
Oh, I would almost guarantee it. That's one of those mental mistakes that you just can't afford.
Yeah. That's a huge loss. Going from 4th and 9 to now it will be about 4th and 22. 13-yard loss. Can't take that when you can avoid it. Vote to punt.
And they need a big boot for him to get it all the way across.
Is a little short. A little room to return, but we'll
Good
be
stiff
taken
arm.
out at
We'll be
about
taking
the
about.
Flags on
oh,
the play.
a flag on the play. Interesting to see what we have here. Perhaps some form of block in the back or holding would help the Brickies quite a bit.
Sadly, I do not believe that's going to be the case.
Worst case scenario is a face mask. Let's see what the refs rule. Face mask on the Brickies. That will be an extra 15 yards added to the return. That will put them well inside of the, I believe, 15-yard line. That's not what Hobart wants here. That's a huge disadvantage, giving them such good field position. Only 14 yards to go.
I'm waiting for the final spot right now.
It appears it will be on the 15. Could be a huge turning point in this game if Andrean is able to get into the end zone, and in all likelihood could with that power run game. Shift to the right.
It looks like it's going to be a pass.
Quick screen pass. Has space, and that will be a touchdown for Andrean.
For the first time in this game, Andrean is on top.
Not what Hobart wanted there. Then that screen pass eventually finally caught up with Hobart there. Had locked it down pretty much all game, almost became a non-factor, and they go right back to it, and there it is to put them up on top.
Oh,
Smith
almost.
very close to blocking the kick,
But it is good.
but it will be good.
That puts Andrean 21 to Hobart 17. You know, I did get the numbers correct, however, it is reversed, and I do not think my scores will be right. I know, darn it. Let us know what you guys think the final score will be. There's still opportunity to put in that vote. Let's go ahead and hear it in the chat.
Something interesting I've noticed, Andrean, after every break, has seemed to be the first team back onto the field before Hobart. Maybe just a sign of readiness, perhaps? And actually, Vanderberg is no longer the deep man. He is now one of the two deep back there. It is Turley, probably because of the muff punts and kick returns he's had struggles with.
You know, he is a young player. He will learn to track those balls easier and a little bit quicker than he is right now. But that'll just take some time and a little bit of development.
Yeah. And Turley fields it.
And a nice run already.
Has opportunity.
Good block.
Some hard
Runs
running.
Flag
over
on
his
the
own
play.
man. And the flag on the play over near where Smith and
There's another
number
flag.
54 seem to be having issues.
There's a lot of flags on the play.
There
What
are
is going
4
on?
flags in one area.
Smith is walking back.
Seems
not
confused
understanding what
as
has
what
happened.
happened. He is
Seems to be visibly frustrated.
yeah, definitely not happy with whatever this call will be.
What we hope for is not a personal foul. That is something that Hobart does not need right now.
Definitely not. Those extra 15 yards pushing them back. Hobart needs some kind of rhythm or offensive play here, or offensive just a boom. Needs something here.
Referees are still discussing right now. They are coming to Coach Osika. We will see what this is.
Holding on the Brickies.
That is 2 penalties on the Brickies, a holding and a personal foul. Something Hobart did not need whatsoever.
That will
That's
move them
really
back
going to
quite a
set them
bit.
back. From a great return, it's going to put them back roughly in the 20s.
Though I do believe that won't stack. That's not how penalties usually work. So it will probably be the personal foul that is accepted, a 15-yard penalty. Oh, but it appears they're moving them back even more.
It's the spot of the foul, buddy.
Yeah, but that's well over 15 yards from where the spot of the foul was. That's almost 25.
Wow.
So they might have stacked the penalties, which I don't believe, unless high school is different from in that way.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Not the start that Hobart wanted on this possession.
No. Turley once again in the backfield. They will give it to him.
And he will
For-
be upended.
A menial gain, about 3. We'll make it 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line. And if you're Hobart, you're definitely disappointed in the penalties that have really kind of upended a lot of drives and even made things just overall worse for them. It's really disappointing, and it's really a team that rarely has fouls often.
Yep. And we're going to see
Turley once
another
again on the
run.
carry.
Decent gain. That's
We'll
going to
get-
bring them to the 21.
Refs will mark it at the 20. That'll be 3rd and 2. Hobart really needing a conversion here. Seems to have lost a lot of their offensive rhythm. Also, protection breaking down around Johnston in a lot of these cases, and he is scrambling for his life. Hoping probably for a bit more protection.
It is still early, though. It is still the 3rd quarter. This line and offense can still make adjustments and still pull out this win. And it looks to be another handoff going to Turley.
Turley
He
gets the
will
yardage.
Get the first down. It looks like he will be brought down right at the 27.
That Hobart rushing attack definitely getting a little bit more powerful as we're going here. Maybe the sign of a little fatigue from the 59ers.
Well, I will say, one great running back did say, the way you run the football effectively is run angry. Can you take a guess who had said that?
I'm going to say Jerome Bettis.
Good guess.
I was gonna say a joke. I was gonna say Rex Grossman, but I'm
Oh, a
not
pass
sure.
to Vode. We'll get a little bit of yardage fighting for
What
extra.
amount of yardage? It looks like it will be brought down on the 35. No, it is not Rex Grossman. And no, who did you say one
I
more
said
time?
Jerome
Jerome
Bettis,
It
but
is
it's
not
incorrect.
Jerome Bettis either. It was actually Bo Jackson.
That would explain a lot.
Run angry.
I went straight for powerful running backs.
Hey.
Man, Bo Jackson, also another candidate for greatest running back of all time.
Well, you could
Sadly,
say greatest
tore-
athlete of all time.
Sadly, tore his ACL, and back then it was a career-ending injury.
Yes, now they
Johnston
did
on
not
the
have
keeper.
the surgeries that they do now. Looks like this
We'll
will be
get to the
no
line of
gain on
scrimmage.
that.
We'll make 3rd and 3. Johnston walking back seems a little tired. Might just be from the run, might be a little bit of fatigue, we don't know. But definitely don't want to see that kind of energy from your quarterback right now. Needs that motivation. I have a feeling Enslin is going to be an option here. They
Here's
give
the
it to
run.
Turley, though.
It looks like he will have no gain, though. He might get a yard.
He did get a yard,
This
but
will
that
be
is all.
4th and 2.
Wasn't quite
Interesting
enough.
choice here. Probably third, given the third quarter. I say punt here.
And it looks like that is what will be coming. Looks to be sending out the punt unit. As we come down to the end of this third quarter, Andrean will be getting the ball. Your score right now, if you are just showing up, is 21-17. Andrean 59ers are winning. We have 30 seconds left in the third quarter, and Hobart the Brickies are about to punt for, I believe, the second time this half.
Well, this time
Clean
with
snap.
a little more space in that backfield.
Oh, very nice kick.
Very high punt. Called for a fair catch, and we'll take that fair catch at about the 34, call it the 35-yard line. No, 34. They will stick to it. So the 59ers haven't seen much of them offensively this quarter due to the fact that their only drive, which was a touchdown drive, started inside the 50.
Yes.
So interesting to see what will be coming out of this. See maybe more of a rushing attack, a more balanced attack, or even just a straight-up air raid. They have seen some success in the air against Hobart
Well,
and have yet to throw a really deep pass.
that's
So could be a bit of a opportunity here for
Ver-
the 59ers.
very valid argument. If I'm Andrean right now, I'm going to run this ball until they stop me. You know, run out the clock. You have the lead, and if you get a score, you get a score. There's going to be a pass thrown here.
There's another
He's
pass.
going to be turning the corner. He has a blocker. He will be cutting back inside, but it looks like Zach Fode will actually be taking him
Down
out
at
of
around the
bounds.
30-yard line.
A nice save of a touchdown in all likelihood if Vode is not able to recover there. Good play by Vode. And thank goodness for it for the Brickies.
Saves a quick touchdown.
These screen passes are also getting more and more effective as they are doing it. Hobart really needs to start shifting out maybe a third DB towards that two receiver set, given the amount of screen passes they've seen.
Well, Bobby Babcock actually just came off the field. We'll see what Hobart is going to do. There will
There's
be
that
a run
run.
to Ryan Walsh.
Walsh.
He will be taking out some Brickies with him. He will be tackled, though. Simpson actually is on the tackle. The ball's going to be marked right what looks to be the 17. And Andrean in striking distance.
Andrean really looking to pull away here. This could be detrimental to the Brickies if they are to score a touchdown here. Going down 2 touchdowns,
This is not good.
not good for the Brickies.
Realistically, what you're going to want here, you're going to want them to have to get this field goal. That way you're only down by a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely touchdown is not ideal here, obviously. Never is.
No.
But a field goal here is definitely manageable.
I will say this. Both teams very hard fought. You know, major rivalry between Andrean and Hobart. Goes back so far back. You know, I remember there was a time that there used to be fights after games, you know, when I was little. And sadly, Hobart would win, Andrean start the fight. Hobart would lose, Hobart start the fight. But rivalry goes far back, and it's the same thing with Hobart and Maryville, actually. You know, Maryville finally starts playing us again as of, I think, last year they started playing us again. And just bringing back some of those old rivalries where Hobart was at the top of the DAC, trying to do that again, bring on some harder opposition, that way to become better and potentially get a chance to go to state.
I mean, the way you're making it seems like nobody likes Hobart. Everyone's rivals. We got Portage, we got Andrean, we got...
Back in the old days, Hobart was not exactly the most liked,
Yeah.
but they were a very, very powerful team. And you're starting to see that on the uprise now. With these younger players coming back, it's starting to look very promising for future Brickies.
An interesting thing, Hobart really handled Andrean last year and is actually struggling quite a bit. A quick flip pass
And that
taken
would be
over by
even-
Smith.
Oh.
Thrown, no, Vode,
That
my
was
bad.
Vode.
Looked like a Smith kind of tackle. Vode threw him down with force there.
I don't usually say this, but he came in like a spider monkey. But hey, whatever you got to do to take him down.
Best thing he could have gotten there.
Want to give a shout out to Samantha and Justin Hofer. They are tuning in from Shakopee, Minnesota. It's a 10-minute drive from Minneapolis.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Thank you for viewing. Hope you're staying safe, staying healthy. Looks like another run.
Will be held up there, though.
Stops him again.
And it will be a massive pile of bricks and 59ers.
Seems it will be held to about a 1-yard gain.
If any at all.
It will make it 3rd down and 11. So 3rd and 11. If you're the 59ers here, you don't
Very
really
good
need
chance.
a touchdown here.
Very good chance for the Hobart Brickies to actually stop them here. You can hear the crowd getting excited, getting riled up. Let's see if the Hobart Brickies can actually stop them.
My thoughts here, well, never mind, because I don't see big Ryan Walsh in the game at running back. That will be a timeout taken by Andrean, I believe.
It looks like he was just a little too scared to run that play.
But like I was saying, I think, oh, and we are back.
Beautiful faces.
Give us no warning.
I believe that the Andrean 59ers here will probably take a running play here. And here's my reasoning here. At worst, they don't get it, they get their field goal, right? They're well within field goal range. It's an easy chip kick, basically. I don't see why they wouldn't take it.
You know,
But if they break it and get the first down, they're well within touchdown range. There's no reason to pass it and risk an interception.
very good reasoning, very good reasoning. What do you think, Luke?
I honestly think they passed it. I mean, what are they around? The 17-yard line? Is that what we're saying they're at?
Looks like the 18.
18-yard line. That's plenty of room for you to get a good pass in. And say they don't get the interception, say it's deflected or such, that's another field goal, and then it's a 24-17 Andrean.
Yep. So what are you doing if you're Hobart? You going to try and play for the pass, or you going to play for the run?
Hobart here, I think, sticks to a bit more of an aggressive thing because it's much harder in high school football to read a defense when you are having them in your face on a blitz. This isn't a NFL quarterback. He is talented, but he is no NFL quarterback. So I am sending a lot of pressure up the middle, trying to get that quarterback off balance.
Sending specifically Cam Smith and Vode. And it looks like it's going to be a pass. Has some pressure.
Float up.
And it's going to be incomplete. It will be 4th and 11.
Wide receiver looking for pass interference, but there was no really interference by the corner. He kind of just ran into the corner.
Well, the corner got in front of the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Wide receiver got in front of the corner sped up. He was like, "You're not getting this ball, buddy."
The corner was number 42, Jake Simpson.
Yep, that is Jacob Simpson.
Great hold by the Brickies, if I don't say so myself.
Yes, exactly.
So let's go ahead and see, are they really going to go for the PAT? Not PAT, field goal, or are they going to try and do something tricky here?
And that is going to be an field goal, but it
See.
seems
Did he
it is no good.
That is a great stop for the Brickies. Great job.
Ideal situation there for Hobart.
That is
Once
definitely
again,
what you want.
now within touchdown makes you up instead of a tie there where that would have been.
Just a real heartbreaker for Andrean. No one wants to see him miss field goal, but that's just what
But the
how the cookie
Brickies do.
crumbles.
Yes, the
Brickies definitely want to see a
do.
missed field goal.
Did I say Brickies?
No.
Okay, you got me confused. I was like, huh?
No,
No.
you're definitely right.
No, that is definitely what Hobart needed right now. Hopefully that gives them some life in the offense. Let's see what they can do with this. I do see Johnston and Mark Ensland in the back. It looks like those will be your running backs.
No, it will be Turley once
actually,
again.
It looks like
Ensland
they've
has been playing receiver
Yes.
all game almost, except for his 91-yard rushing touchdown, which I would think would spark you to rush him more.
Yeah.
It's an interesting call by Yosika. That's all I can say. But he's the coach, not me. There's a reason
Exactly.
for that.
There must have been something he's seen in practice or something, some formation that he liked, and he just put Ensland there. Obviously, the man's played multiple years in the NFL. He knows a thing or two. It looks like it's going to
It
be
will
a
be
keeper.
another keeper.
Has a little bit of room. He's going to jumble through, and it looks like he's going to
Swallowed
get
up by the
about
59ers.
7 yards.
Yeah, not a bad carry. Good play call. Once again, keeping Johnston involved. But since the second half has begun, he's been running a lot more. And so I'm assuming that might have been what they talked about at halftime, getting Johnston involved in that run game, making sure that they have that multitude of ideas.
Absolutely.
So I got to say, though, might be doing a little more than they need.
You know, we will see. There is 9.5 minutes left.
Back to pass. Throws
And
low,
he-
but it
that
will be
a
caught.
first down. Doesn't matter. His knees were down when he caught it. That will be a first down.
Flag on the play.
Will be, in all likelihood, a personal foul on Andrean, complaining to the ref about the call on the field, because it is the way that it is called. If the receiver is not touched and his knees are down, he is still
oh, yes,
in
he
play.
is still able to play.
So he was never downed properly. So that really was a fumble. But the play was blown dead. So therefore, oh, it's unsportsmanlike against the Brickies, it appears.
Why is there an unsportsmanlike against the Brickies? If you guys
Unless
in the
Ensland
chat
said
have
something.
actually caught something,
I have no idea what might have happened. He threw the flag after getting a lot of FaceTime from Andrean 59ers,
ladies and gentlemen,
apparently
this
calling
is-
it on the Brickies.
This isn't just you guys. We here at the actual field don't understand what is going on here. There didn't seem to be anything from this Hobart side, but they're calling the personal foul on Hobart.
Now I'm really
What?
confused because he just signaled on the 59ers. What is going on?
Dead ball foul.
Not gonna lie, gentlemen, my brain is hurting just a little bit.
I'm really confused as to what the call was here.
Okay.
It appears to be 1st and 10 now on the 16.
Very confusing play.
What?
We do not understand what's going on here.
Some definitely interesting calls from the referees.
I don't think any of the fans know what's going on either. You can feel the aroma and the tension on the Hobart side.
Johnston, handoff Turley.
Doesn't
We'll
get
get it.
much. It looks like he gets a yard or two.
2 yards in a cloud of dust. That's all he will gain there. Will be 2nd and 8 on the 18. Still really confused as to what happened in that on the field there. What was said, what caused the personal foul. Really confused.
And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it isn't just you as the viewers. We here as well watching the actual game don't understand what is going on with this officiating crew. Making some sketchy calls,
Low
some spotty
snap.
calls. Going to be
Johnson
a
throws
pass.
it out wide
Zach
open
Vode.
is Vode.
Gonna make
Looking
a
to get
close.
some extra yardage.
And it
A
will
great
be
move
inbounds,
and
and it
will
looks
be
like
first down.
He will be marked what seems to be the 28.
Vode is down, but his backup seems to be fine. Just
I'm-
was nursing his knee somewhat, it seemed. Oh, will walk off the field. perhaps to be checked on.
More precautionary more than anything, I'd imagine. I don't think you want someone as good as Zach Vode getting injured. So taking him out, just making sure his knee's all right, I think that's a good call by the coaches.
Never want anything serious happen to those knees. The knees are career killers.
You're telling me. I have scar tissue on both MCLs. And it looks like it will be a run.
Turley swallowed up in the backfield.
Oh, and the ball is free.
The ball is free. And that appears it will be Andrean football. Turley could not hold on to it during that tackle. Recovered by, as called, Danny O'Shea.
That is not something that Hobart wanted.
That could be a killer for Hobart. That could be the game for all we know.
Well, we have 8 minutes left.
Still confused by the calls by the referees.
Very spotty call. That did set back Hobart to have to get 2 first downs just to make up for the original. Very confusing. And it looks to be a run by Ryan Walsh, however, ran into a wall of bricks. He will be brought down what seems to be at the 17-yard line. It looks to be 2nd and 9. Oh, 2nd and 8, I'm sorry. So we're looking here. He is dropping back.
Wide open.
Pass. Did he drop it though?
He caught it.
Oh,
that will be a touchdown. A huge mistake by the Brickies. Left a man wide open. No one was on him. It appears it was Johnston's man. Not good for the Brickies. Seems like that might be a huge negative impact.
So we will take a look here. The kick will be up and seems to be good.
Hobart now down by 11. That is a 2-possession game. What are you doing here if you're Osika?
You know, you have 7:20 on the board, and you need 2 touchdowns and 1 2-point conversion. That is given that you hold Andrean. Very difficult position. I do think you need to start widening the field, though, with some of these passes.
Definitely a spread attack.
You know, you've ran them down. Both teams have done plenty of running. I do think that we need to spread out the offense. Send the ball up there to Vode and let him do his magic. Let your wide receivers do some work.
One small issue is that Johnston has been struggling to get the ball to travel downfield when throwing. It throws it a little high and a little less far than he wants it. So
that is very true. With that given, you do need your protection from your offensive line. You know, that's one of the main things.
And another thing is maybe put in a stronger arm player, maybe at worst. Not that Johnston cannot handle this, but with the need now for a bit more spread offense, do you trust him to make these throws?
You know, you do, because this is your 3rd-year starter. You've invested this much time putting in with your starter right now. The guy under him, he's a junior, and it actually is Mark Enslin who is the quarterback underneath him. You know, tough decision. Keep Johnston in and do what you can.
Still a sticky situation for the Bricks. Turley fields the kick at about the 5. Has space.
Looks like a hard run. He will be brought down roughly the 21, I think.
Looks about the 21 or 22. Will be the 22.
So Hobart starting out on their own 22. We'll see what they will do. What plays are you going to call? You know, and you just think, you hope that that week that you just skipped over last week didn't affect you not being in the game mindset fully and not playing a game and just being ready. You hope that isn't your problem.
They do spread it out to Ellis,
Very
who
nice
takes a
catch,
big
though.
hit.
Does take that hit, but very nice catch holding on to the ball. Very nice job.
That Ellis, Johnston, and Vode and Turley have been playing together for a very long time, since they were
Ever since
young
middle school.
kids. And they have quite a connection. And throws a pick. That's going to be returned for 6. That might be the game. They ran the same exact pass pattern, threw it right to him, and all that happened was that corner just ran right into it. Nothing you can do as Hobart after that point. And that may or may not do it for these Bricks. Really disheartening. That is Nick Flesher, I believe, on the pick. No? Okay.
Very disheartening for the Brickies, though.
Will, didn't you say in the beginning for your predictions that turnovers and such were going to call this
I
game?
very much did. You know, the turnovers is what killed Andrean last year, and sadly, it's killing the Hobart Brickies right now. Turnovers and special teams is what will make or break the game, and you're seeing that right now. And the field goal is good. That is what you're seeing right now. We do have 6:42 left in this game.
You never know, though. Andrean scored that many amount of points in that short of a time. Why can't Hobart?
It's a fair argument.
That is very true. Very true. The
But
game's
it
never
will-
the game's never over until the final whistle is blown.
It will definitely take a miracle for these Bricks, though, to make up a full 18 points.
Well, don't count them out here, okay?
I think they can do it. If they score enough touchdowns, my prediction will be correct.
Do not count them out. I am telling you, I have seen crazier. There was indeed a game in Texas that over 35 points were scored in 1 minute.
But I
Do
believe
not
that
count
was
them out.
between the two teams.
No, that was one team.
The Bears actually did, I remember, a similar thing. My parents told me a story about this. They had left the game because the Bears were losing by 20 to the Browns. They scored 3 touchdowns in 2 minutes, and they won the game.
Telling you, crazy things happen.
I didn't say they were out of it. I just said it's not looking good.
Is it looking good? Not exactly for the Brickies. However, don't count them out.
Once again, Turley back deep to return.
It looks like this will be a squib. And some miscommunication.
Picked up by Vanderberg, taken down at about the 23. But they will give him forward motion at the 24. Hobart really now needs to turn it up on offense. Got to kind of sling it out there. Can't really get that rushing attack going as you would want it. And an interesting score update on the White Sox versus the Cubs. The Cubs are up 7-0 on the White Sox. Really interesting.
I'm just putting this out there. White Sox pitcher, it's his fault. His fault.
Sox are doing really good this year. They actually clinched a playoff berth.
yes,
They're
they
going to
made
be
it
playing
into
in the
the
wild
playoffs.
cards.
Johnston back. Once again, pass.
Not a whole lot of
Pocket
time.
collapses
sacked.
and he is sacked. Again, this all the momentum on Andrean's side right now. Hobart really needs to string something together here.
Looks like it'll be 2nd and 19.
Perhaps some kind of crossing pattern between Vode and Enslin would help.
Got a bit of hope in the chat. Remember Purdue versus Michigan State?
Oh,
That
come
was-
on now.
3 touchdowns in 2 minutes.
Just saying. I do go to Michigan State, but come on now.
Goats early.
Oh, nice run.
Gets
Gets him
almost back.
Gets him 8 yards, it looks like. So it'll put the Brickies at,
Third and 11. My bad.
yes, and that should be on the 23.
Hobart needs a third down conversion here. They need a first down.
Johnston back once again passing, looking
Big
downfield.
pass. It looks like Vogt is
Vogt.
open.
Is that
And that is a catch. And Vogt has caught
what
that
a
ball.
catch?
A beautiful
Great
catch by
pass.
Vogt, but he
it
is
looks
on
like
the
Vogt
ground.
is down. Hard coming down.
Not good to see that.
Not good at all.
Especially in crunch time.
Oh, he is down. He is not moving. He's
Not looking good here.
That is not good,
And we are
ladies and
back.
gentlemen.
During the injury,
Oh, he took his helmet off. That is not good.
seems to be in a lot of pain. Not a good sign here for the Brickies.
You know, you just hope these guys are in high school. These guys are in high school. They do not need to have some life-threatening injuries. And over here at the field, you do see the respect of Andrean. They are taking a knee right now in hopes that Vogt is okay. It was not a clean fall.
Seemed to be something with his leg. He was flailing one of his legs while down, so really hoping it's not some kind of ACL, MCL type injury.
Whoa,
really
and there's
could
a
be bad.
flag.
Get him!
Is walking off the field, though.
Apparently there's a flag on the coaches. They're going to be calling some sideline infraction.
Hobart fans do not seem too happy as far as I can hear.
Not going to be speaking negatively at all, but this refereeing crew is absolutely atrocious. I have
Not
not
gonna speak negatively.
That sounds
have,
pretty negative to me, Will. I don't know about you.
I have not seen any worse refereeing or officiating in a very long time. And that flag that they just gave to the Hobart Brickies, very uncalled for. There was no need for it. It was an injury timeout, and they decided to throw the flag on the coach.
Turley has some space. We'll get about 8. Just smacked down by 34, and there will be another flag.
Another
Oh
flag.
my goodness.
I don't know what on.
Good news, Zach Vogt is back in the game.
That is some good news. He is back.
We're hearing booing from what appears to be the Andrean side. Hit to the head.
It looks like helmet to helmet will be going against Andrean.
That would explain the violence of Turley's shift in motion. And I don't know if head-to-head is ejection. I
No,
don't
it
believe
is not.
so.
It's the same as a personal foul in high school.
Gotcha.
15
It
yard.
was-
In NFL, though, it is an ejection, correct?
Yes, it is
Yes.
an ejection. It's targeting.
Yep.
34 hit him pretty hard, and it appeared to flail. at the
Rattled
end.
him a little bit. But no, not being negative at all. But this officiating crew is absolutely atrocious.
Definitely not negative at
Gets
all.
rid of the ball. Very
nice
nearly
pass,
intercepted.
though.
Mark
Good
Ensley
hit.
fighting for
Downs.
extra yards to about the 2-yard line. Hope in the Brickies' eyes now.
It looks like he will be going out of bounds right at the 2 or the 1.
And as we're going through this final quarter,
The things just
Luke's
get wilder
prediction
and
is
wilder.
getting more and
Oh,
more
yeah.
like reality. With a prediction of 43-35, Hobart winning. Interesting.
We shall see. We shall see. That will take a lot of progression within the next 5 minutes.
That it will.
However,
But perhaps
will
maybe
see.
a overtime.
you never know. You never know. So they're going to go with a run here.
Punches
And
up the
he's
middle
in.
and will be a touchdown. Hobart now has life.
They have 5 minutes to score 2 scores, I believe.
That
Yeah,
is true.
they will need 2 touchdowns to put it back in. Unless they get the 2-point conversion, which then it would make a field goal and a touchdown.
Still two
scores.
Yes, still 2 scores automatically, but you don't need the 2 touchdowns automatically.
Yes, correct.
But it appears they will go for the extra point here,
oh,
so
but
maybe
hey,
make it a 2-point later.
Hobart is not shy enough to do a fake.
No, that's true.
They're not shy.
I was at the freshman game yesterday, and they pulled a fake extra point themselves.
Did they get it?
They did get it,
Nearly
but they will
blocked,
take the
though.
extra point here, and it will be good. Jankovic remains perfect on the season.
And that's a stat that you love to see.
Yes, consistent kicker is always helpful to any team.
But no, for the viewers at home, let us know your thoughts about the officiating in this game. You already know mine, as you've heard multiple times. Let me hear what you're thinking. Go ahead and type it in chat. Okay. Come on. Dude, garbage.
Jankovic once again to kick.
Oh no, looks like
Oh,
they're
a
going to be
great
doing it
onside.
onside. Oh no.
So close, but Brickies are not able to hold on to it.
Flag on the
flag.
play.
Probably the kick out of bounds. And I would like to actually say that we should probably stop the trashing on the officials. Will
Yes,
included.
yes.
Please,
Yep.
just
And
they're doing their job.
they are doing their job to their best ability. You know, you do have to thank the officials. They are the rules of the game. You do have to thank them at the end of the day, even if you do not like the calls that they go with. I'm sorry about my comments. I was very frustrated, but thank you. Very good game, though. It doesn't matter if the Brickies lose or if the 59ers win. Still a very good game, very competitive, and you love to see that on Friday nights. We are still waiting on the official spot of this ball after this onside kick. It will end up going to the Andrean 59ers. And it looks like they will be placing it on the 49.
And again, in the chat, please refrain from the over-the-top aggressive anger towards the officiating. We understand that there is going to always be anger towards any officiating, no matter how good it is. But please refrain from talking in the chat negatively or derogatory in any
And
form.
once again, I apologize for the negative comments. I know I am just as frustrated as you. Please refrain. And it looks like it's going to be a run up the middle.
Once again, Walsh
And
will be
Hobart
tripped
will be
up.
bringing him down right about the 46. And it looks to be a 2nd and 5.
Make sure. Make
All right, and we will see Andrean coming up to the line of scrimmage. We see they're coming out in a 2 wide and 1 tight end up top, a single receiver on the bottom, and a single back setup. It will be a run.
Another handoff to Walsh. He has space.
And very nice run, I would like to add. Looks like he will be getting that first down, and he will be marked right at what seems to be the 41, sorry. And that will be an Andrean first down.
Hobart really needs some stops here very quickly. Might need to start dipping into those timeouts
And
if they are going to have any hope of winning this game.
Indeed. And if you were just joining us, there is a trivia question of the game. It will be asked.
Quarterback
There
once
looks
again
to be
on a keeper, but will be
He will be
stopped
brought back
just
a yard.
short. Nope, will push forward to about the line of scrimmage at about the 41.
They did call the play dead at 41.
They will move it actually to the 40, making it 2nd and 9 instead of a 2nd and 10.
So like I was saying, that trivia question of the game is, what Hobart graduate played for the 72 undefeated Dolphins? Let me say that again. What Hobart graduate played for the undefeated 72 Dolphins? Go ahead and let us know in the chat. And we will be coming back. We do see Andrean at the line of scrimmage. There is 3:21 left. There is a flag.
Hoping for the Brickies that it is not some kind of face mask or horse collar,
Yes.
but hoping for the Brickies that it might be a hold.
Yes. And just a quick PSA out there.
And
Please
it will
do
be a
not-
hold on Andrean. Penalty, apparently, they said it's declined, but they are moving the ball back anyway.
Yeah. Just looks like some miscommunication, but like I was saying, just a quick PSA for the viewers out there. We are only high school students. Please do not get mad at us for some of the comments we will apologize. Thank you for viewing still. Thank you for watching a beautiful game with us, loving the game of football, and just watching it on a great Friday night. If you had typed in an answer, that answer to the trivia question, who had graduated from Hobart and played for the 72 Dolphins, the undefeated Dolphins, that man was Mr. Bob Kuchenberg. He played as guard for the 72 Dolphins.
I believe was one of the better linemen on that team. Very important to that team.
Yes,
Definitely the famed alum of Hobart
indeed.
in NFL speak.
Yes. One of the greats for the offensive lineman corps, indeed. We did have another question out there for the chat. If you were just curious, what or who, in your opinion, is your favorite, or I should say favorite / greatest NFL player to ever play? Go ahead and let us know. And here we go. Will the Hobart Brickies hold them? Will the 59ers get this first down? We will see. There looks to be some confusion with Andrean. They are audibling, it looks like.
Third down, big play here.
It looks like there will be a pass. It is being thrown to Nick Flesher. And it
that
looks like a
seems
first down.
Oh, but a flag.
It does not look like a flag. It
Oh,
was,
it was
a
something
ball
flying
out.
through. Oh. Interesting. And that just might do it.
Quite possibly.
That first down could be a dagger. Hobart with only one timeout left, needing 2 scores. Not looking good for Hobart, sadly. Walsh once again stopped short at about the 30, no, the 20, no, 31, sorry.
It
Will be
looks
the
like we have a
30.
timeout for Hobart.
Their final, actually.
Yes, that is their last timeout. That does leave Andrean with 2 timeouts left. 2:46 left in this game. Guys, what do you think so far? What do you think Hobart has to do in order to get the stop and potentially make it a tied game and send it to overtime?
Well, again, I think bringing the house somewhat, as long as they don't give up a wide open touchdown like they did on that last defensive drive, as long as they can somewhat keep on to that quarterback and keep on to the receivers, sending a large blitz, keeping the pressure up would be the only hope they have right now.
And what do you think, Luke?
Well, as long as you can just keep pressure on this QB, keep him holed up in his pocket, maybe get a sack or 2, you might be able to get a stop here, and then you can churn over the downs, and you can try and get yourself a few touchdowns.
There you go. You know, I would have to agree with you guys. They do need a stop on this set of downs. You have to absolutely get a stop. Hope that you can block that field goal and take over possession.
Even without blocking the field goal, it's still a 2-possession game.
That's the sad part.
So you've got hope. It's just you really need to make sure they do not break you for a first down
There
run.
cannot be any screw-ups, no mental mistakes. It looks like they're going to be running,
That will be
trying
stopped.
to strip.
Blown dead.
It looks like it will be 3rd and 11. And Luke, what kind of chat activity do we have?
They're saying Joe Montana is one of the greatest players of all time.
Very solid answer. Very good answer. You know, I would have to agree. Joe Montana, roughly one of, if not the best quarterback to live. Very hard argument.
Big play here. No, will be a timeout, Andrean.
Yes.
It will be 3rd and about 10, maybe 11.
You know, very good answer, I would have to say. Joe Montana, one of those quarterbacks, you know, went his entire career, played for the 49ers in their dynasty, won
4 Super Bowls
won 4 Super Bowls, yes, thank you.
in the 80s.
Yep, and went to the Chiefs and still performed there when people thought he was going to be washed up. So, just a great quarterback overall. Another quarterback that you've seen that with, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning went to, I believe it's 2 or 3 Super Bowls with the Colts. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe it was 2.
Okay,
He
2.
won 1, lost 1,
Yep, went to the 2 Super Bowls with the Colts.
and 2 with the Broncos.
And then also went with the Broncos, yes, like you were saying.
Yeah. 1, lost 1 with each team.
Yep.
But I would say that one that he lost with the Broncos may have been one of the biggest smackdowns
Yep.
in NFL history.
I would have to agree with you.
The utter thrashing of that Peyton Manning-led offense that was one of the most successful offenses of all time and it was just completely shut down by that Seattle defense, that Legion of Boom, as they were called. One
the
of
12th
the,
man, I would have to say.
I would argue, a top 5 all-time defense.
Oh, for sure. Many defenses now, Legion of Boom, most recent one that I can remember, like you were saying,
Yeah.
easily one of the top 10 defenses to ever be. Easily.
That secondary was ferocious.
Yes, you had Bam Bam, Cam Chancellor. You had
Earl Thomas.
You had Earl Thomas.
Richard
you had
Sherman
Richard
in his
Sherman.
prime.
Exactly.
Great team.
Many names that are definitely going to be remembered.
And the current, probably best linebacker in the league, Bobby Wagner.
Very true, very true. It looks like
And
a
they
strong
will not
run.
get the first down.
No, they will not. Looks like a strong run. They will be giving him 3 to 4 yards.
So now the question holds, is Andrean going to take their points and make it so that Hobart cannot tie in 2 possessions with an 8 and a 3?
Very good question.
Or do they just go for it, and if they get it, it's just over?
If I'm Andrean, I'm going for it.
Yeah, I go for it here because if you do get it, you lock down the game 100%.
Exactly. There's a minute 20 left.
It's over.
You've been running like a horse. You've got this. They're going to let the clock run down, the time clock.
Hobart needs some serious miracles
It'll
here.
get close to a minute. You have your last timeout.
Though the game is not over.
And they're going to call that timeout. It was not a touchdown, sorry. I had misclicked. There we go. There's the right animation. And that was the final timeout of this game. We just want to take the time and thank you guys once again for staying with the live stream. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for enjoying this beautiful night of Friday Night Lights. Just beautiful, great game. It's never over until the whistle is blown. However,
Not looking great for the Brickies.
I do not see the Brickies coming out of this one.
I don't either. I mean, 1 minute left. You're down 11. You need some serious miracles from not only just your defense here holding, but also off the arm of Riley Johnston and the leg of Mickey Jankovic.
Absolutely.
You need that onside kick no matter what.
So we now see Andrean coming out to the line of scrimmage. It looks to be
they
that
will be going for it.
They will go for it. Like I had said, it is 1 minute and 8 seconds left.
So they convert. This game is 100% over. We can go home.
And it looks like a pass.
Has a man
nice
open.
Thrown pass. However, it is
Overthrown. And there leaves a window of hope for Hobart.
But
a penalty flag, if this is on Hobart and it is a first down, this game is on. And we're back on the screen once again.
And it looks like it might have been a shot.
And we would honestly like to apologize for the over-exaggerated critique of the referees.
Yes. Once
it was
again,
a little over the top.
Everyone's still trying to work out the kinks. Nobody expected this pandemic. Nobody got practice. Nobody's been ready. Everyone's still new. I know it doesn't seem like it, but rules are adjusted and changed almost every day in football. And these referees do have to keep up with it. They've done a great job. It's a great game. All right, so it does look like the Andrean quarterback is getting up. He is walking off. That is a good sign.
Still any news on the penalty?
No, we will see. I believe it is going to go against Hobart.
And it's a first down.
It is going to go against Hobart. It will be a first down for the 49ers. It all depends on the spot now.
No, this game is over.
I believe it's a wrap.
They already changed the chain.
Yep.
So
Where
that
will
will, in all likelihood, be our final score. Not looking good for Hobart. Not what they wanted from this game.
Absolutely not. Well-fought game. Both defenses did a fantastic job. Both offenses did an amazing job. And you see Andrean going into the triangle formation.
Good old victory form.
you can't think nothing else but good job to both teams.
They will need to kneel it out one last time, though.
Great job to both teams, both offenses, both defenses, all the special teams, all the student athletes that you see out on the camera. They do not only play football, they have to go to school, and it's a massive challenge for both them and their parents. You just have to be appreciative and hope that this doesn't get taken away because of a current pandemic right now. Just one final thank you to the viewers out there.
And that will be, in all likelihood, the game as both teams trot off the
Yep.
field.
It does like that. We will be thanking some of our sponsors one final time.
And you love to see what 42 Jake Simpson
Yep.
was doing there, shaking the hand of
Yep.
almost every offensive player there.
Yes,
Great sportsmanship.
Thank you to Aloso Construction with helping out for the end zone camera that will help us with film. Great job. Thank you for the Fuller Commercial Photography, assisting us with some of the camera equipment. Very nice job. Thank you so much. And thank you once again to the School City of Hobart for allowing us to do such a fun thing, allowing us to go ahead and search and observe what we want to do in further life with this broadcast. Now, we will say that this is your final. Andrean 59ers 35, Hobart Brickies 24. Thank you guys for watching the broadcast. We truly appreciate you. Hope you had some fun. Hope you had some laughs. Can't wait to see you next time. This is Will.
This is Kevin Ray.
And this is Luke Wyman.
Signing off. Good night.
Wait, no. There's the whole thing.